Hey, hey, hey. Let me see. I need to turn you up as much as possible.
Probably turn myself up a little bit too.
And then
Like
we can get some video going on.
Ruining everything.
There, I got to scoot over. We're good. Are you there? Did we do it?
Yeah, but this is weird. It's like echoing in my ears. I can't.
You're getting it back in your ear?
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
I don't think it's picking up the right camera for some reason.
She's hard to hear. Let me turn her up. All right, I've got her cranked right now.
I can turn my gain up a little bit more if you need.
How's that? Is that better, y'all? You're totally... Hello? Britt, talk!
I'm talking.
Okay, there you go.
I need to stop this echo. It's absolutely destroying me right now.
Is it yourself or is it me or what?
It's just me. I don't understand. Discord audio.
Y'all, we like to make sure we start every interview with at least 20 to 30 minutes of tech support. Okay?
Yes.
This is the content you come here for. The breaking metal news that you've been anticipating is getting all the sound right.
Input. Stupid microphone. Output. Just no. How do I turn it on?
Metal tech support. Yeah.
Oh, still there.
Throw some chuds at it.
I don't get it.
Yo, what's up, Epic Gamer? So here's the deal, Epic Gamer. We just bought this house last August, okay? It came with carpet. I vibe you and I appreciate your question. What type of carpet? I don't know. Came with the house. But what I will tell you is I've already ripped some of it up and it looks great underneath. So at some point on the project list is to put some hardwoods down.
Maybe try this.
King Galvin, yeah, kinda, yes.
No, that's not good.
I don't really think of Britt as timid.
Oh, I just don't even get it. Is anybody here like a Discord masker?
What do you need to do? Your Discord is coming back in your ears?
Yes, like my own voice. It's like monitoring in my ear. I wanted to stop.
Are you using earbuds right now or?
Yeah.
You are. Okay, so it's not just echoing back into your mic.
No.
Do you have the stream open?
Yeah, but it's muted.
It's muted. Already taken care of. Everybody says it's a very badass pirate ship in the background.
That's the album cover for Explorer.
Yeah. It's the album cover for Explorer.
Zzz.
What else could it be in Discord? It could be a Windows thing where you have listened to your... Oh, you're not on Windows. You're on a little Mac laptop, aren't you? Where you have listened to self. I don't know. The only thing I could think of is that your output device somehow has you included on it, but I don't know how that would be on a Mac.
I don't either. It's really weird.
Well, I listen to myself all the time. It's not very...
Really? Do you have yourself as like, it's like monitoring?
Yeah, I have myself
voice?
in my ears because I have the master mix in my ears, so I like to hear the levels.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, it's fucking absolutely killing me right now. I just want to throw something.
Well,
Oh well. It is what it is.
does she have an audio interface? That's a good
Yes.
question. She does have an audio interface because she's using an SM7B, I believe, plugged
Yeah.
into, what is it, a Scarlett 2i2 or something? What kind of USB interface
Scarlet
is it?
Solo.
Scarlett Solo. Boom. Look at that. Who,
But
who knows hardware?
The monitoring is off. The monitoring is off.
Monitoring is off, she says.
Yeah. Zero monitoring.
Wee Weed says he messaged you on Discord.
Okay. Wee weed.
It's such a funny name to me. Wee Weed.
Wee.
People remembered your Switch name here. Everybody's been referring to you as Butt Flower all night long.
Yes. Input sensitivity. No, mic test is not on.
She said she had monitoring turned off, Big Show.
Yeah, no, that changes
What a
it.
legacy.
It makes it double. Ah,
We're going to get there, Nexus. We're going to get there. Settings, voice settings, and fucking around. Braun Strowman fan. Perfect. Perfect. Wee Weed sounded out phonetically makes it sound like a French stoner. Umbran Mex, I agree 100%.
Wee
Weed. So what's going on, Britt? How was your work day? You got out early?
Yeah, well. I mean, I did some.
You're kind of cutting in and out now.
Ugh.
Yeah. Settings in the voice chat, they say, go to voice attenuation and check to see if when I speak is disabled.
Oh, in the actual voice chat.
Yeah.
Settings. No.
Scroll down and there's suppression.
I see suppression or disconnect. That is all.
You can't go down. There's not. Maybe the Mac client is weird. GM Ball. She's in Zoom and Discord. Yeah, we don't do sound through Zoom because the sound in Zoom is booty. Not in a good way either.
What? Oh. I don't know. I just listen to myself, I guess.
If she's using I show you audio capture, tell her to go check her audio settings. This is great. I'm glad that this is happening because it's so much content.
I do use I show you, but it's not on right now.
Are you sure it's not on?
Uh-huh.
She using the built-in mic from her Mac? No, she is not. Best content, troubleshooting content. 100% agree. Thank you.
I cannot stand Twitch. Every time I go on here, something has changed.
Hey, it's not Twitch's fault.
No, I know, but like it just seems like every time I have to do a Twitch thing. That's it. Like last time my audio was off by like 20 seconds and I couldn't fix it. There was nothing.
Oh, you know what you have to do is was the audio before your video? In OBS, you can set audio delay. And a lot of times people have to do that. Because sometimes I think my delay is like 2 milliseconds behind my video.
Never like had to do that before.
Gotta toss that Mac. You know, I've been trying to get Britt to get a gaming PC for quite a while.
Yeah, I probably should.
Yeah.
Whatever.
There's echo cancellation. Is that on?
What's that?
Just do both. Yeah, why not both? Why's it gotta be a fight?
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Have it all. I want it all. Yeah.
Britt has a Mac canceled. Come on. Yep, and the new record, Abyss, has a giant Apple logo on the front of it.
It's just the Apple logo.
Yeah.
This is not sponsored by Apple.
Made in Canada.
You can just put a Canadian flag.
There you go.
Maybe. That might be a little bit boring.
Nick is trying to help. He says in the voice settings, scroll down in Discord, and there's echo canceling as well.
Preferences.
Does that mean my
Oh.
phone will automatically download the album? Yeah, yes. And it will automatically delete it after their marketing campaign is over.
No, it won't. I still have that stupid U2 record on there.
Yeah, but that, you too. They're like billionaires.
Echo cancellation. Nope, didn't change anything. Back on. Enable quality of service, high packet priority. What the hell does that even mean?
What's up, Slane? Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. I hate that U2 album. I've never, you know what? I have never, and this is true, and albeit it wasn't intentional at first, but I guess it is at this point. I've never, ever spent any money on an Apple device, ever.
Good for you.
I don't know. It's not a good for you. It's just kind of a weird glam fact. I'm not trying to. I just never did it. I don't know. I love the new UTA shirts. They look amazing. The new album art is great. We can talk about that, I'm sure. Are you ready to rock, or do you want to troubleshoot?
Yeah, no, let's just whatever. I don't know. And like, I don't know why my video isn't widescreen as well. Like, I just can't even right now.
Oh yeah, do you want me to crop you a little bit? Here, I can do that.
Bars.
Bars! And then we can blow you up. Bam, look at that. Great.
Ooh, pretty.
Perfect. Can't even have a beer. Yeah, Britt is very, as you guys could hear from Britt's tone just now, she's very excited to be here and talking with everybody tonight. Very stoked.
I just can't stand this technical crap.
you need a where's your live-in technical support?
Oh, he's not, I don't know, in a meeting?
In a meeting? Yeah, everybody's always in a meeting.
He still has to work, yeah.
She needs emotional support, kitty. Grab a panda.
I have a pushini.
Oh, there you go. It's a pusheen.
Scott leaves it on all the time.
Is it not an LED? You should be able to just leave it on just fine, right? Probably not consuming a lot of power.
Yeah, but then you can, it has like maybe a 4-hour battery life.
Oh, really?
So,
Bummer.
yeah.
It doesn't plug in. Got it. Maybe it needs a little a pusheen solar panel on top.
It just needs, yeah, totes. Just needs a recharge. Panda's actually in this little thing over here, but I don't want to show you my shelf. It's really messy.
No looking at the shelf. Off shelf limits, everyone.
It's just full of so much crap right now.
This stream is rated S for shelves. But it's censored.
Beware.
The shelf is forbidden. Yeah, exactly. Why not video call through Discord and have her in a separate window? I mean, if y'all want us to try that, we could. Do you want to try? What Zoom is literally just doing the video right now. Because I find the video quality on Zoom to be better and the audio quality to be better on Discord. So, all right, do you want to try it real quick? We can hang up this call.
Well, now, but I don't know if it's gonna, because I've got you on my phone. Hold on.
Wait, on your phone?
Mm-hmm. So the Zoom call is happening on my phone and the Discord is...
Why don't you have Zoom on your computer? And I think that's why.
Because Zoom won't use my phone as a thing.
Why do you need to use your phone?
Because my webcam is pure trash. So if you want me to be a pixelated mess.
She has to use the phone for the phone cam because she doesn't have a cam on her lap, or the cam on her lappy is poo-poo. It's like a Polaroid.
It's like I don't even know what year this is. 2015, 2016 MacBook.
Yeah.
And it's got a shit camera. It's
Can
like,
we talk to Napalm about upgrading Britt's hardware? Please. How is she supposed to be responsible for promoting the record when she doesn't have the right tools?
right? Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna try something. One thing. I hope it doesn't ruin everything. Let's see. Go back.
Look, Napalm, do you want record sales or not?
Don't do that.
The
No.
phone is probably why there is an echo. Have you muted the audio on your phone?
Yes, I didn't even log into the audio option on Zoom.
Okay.
It's a mystery.
Y'all, this is the story of Abyss. It's based on problematic Zoom and Discord calls.
Stop! I said stop. Oh my god! Now it's trying to upload. It's trying to update my fucking iPhone.
Yeah, the Abyss is about the immortal versus tech support. It's actually, you know, the matriarch takes off her robe and basically says, "Did you try turning it off and on again?" And the immortal's like, "Ah!"
Gross. Old lady.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay, we could try doing the video on Discord. I think I would have to stop the Zoom meeting.
Correct.
That is all. Okay. Well,
All right, we'll try it. We're going to try it, y'all. Okay, real quick. We're just going to try it. Let me end this. And then we're going to try. I have to redo the video on the stream, y'all, so you're going to have to be real patient. Now just turn on your camera in Discord.
yeah. Just gotta. Don't.
This is getting exciting now. Hey, everybody, what's going on? That's it. We're wrapping things up. Thank you for joining us tonight. Britt is done. That was an amazing conversation we just had, and I hope you guys will keep coming back to the stream. Don't forget to pre-order the Abyss. Thank you very much, y'all. Peace out. Just JK. People coming in just now are freaking out. Can you follow me to tech support? No, Norwegian Viking, you're just fine. We're doing a little bit of tech troubleshooting right now.
Oh.
I can't share my video via the Discord because my video is on the stream.
It's not gonna work.
Wait, you're on it right now.
But this is my shitty Mac camera.
It's not that bad.
What? Ew, it's like...
And it's wide. I can work with this. 1 second. Everybody, be cool. Glam's doing some stream foo right now. Okay?
Stream food. Just fuck everything.
Wait, y'all, this is gonna be amazing. Okay, wait. Oh, I know why. Boom. I got it. I'm a genius.
This is crazy.
This is crazy. I have
So here's my number.
Yeah, I have a this is crazy sound bit in my you probably know. We've almost got it, y'all. This is amazing. It's happening. Wait, there's that corner, there's that corner. We got it. Great. Now, I did this on purpose so that if I needed to, I could do this. Let's go. Let's go. Booyah. And there And check this out.
I just love your commentary.
We did it live on the fly. Is the sound better for you now?
No. I hate everything.
It was all for naught.
Whatever. I mean, I feel like this is a show or something, and our fucking in-ear monitors aren't working, and I'm freaking out, running around all over the stage, checking inputs and making sure that everything's wired up right. And
Right.
it's just, fucking, this is the everyday.
Well,
right
maybe
here.
the next time we'll do this, we can call it a learning experience, and we can give ourselves 20 minutes to do some like a warm up,
Well,
sound check, if you will.
I used this exact same setup with the last one, and I had the Switch going. Right?
I mean, the Switch. The Switch would be different, but yeah. Everybody says
I
it
know,
works.
but I'm saying like there was even more stuff going on, and I had the Zoom going from my phone, and then audio in Discord, and I was playing a video game. I don't know. More things were happening.
Everybody's saying that this video is better, that the Zoom call was a little choppy. So I don't know.
Yeah, Zoom's kind of poopy. But
Yeah, that was weird. Zoom's normally like super awesome. I know they came under fire relatively recently. Zoom did. This is an aside, by the way, for admitting they don't have like any type of encryption, and that they work closely with law enforcement. That kind of stuff made a lot of people go, "Ooh."
really?
Yeah.
Okay, so first they had it so that people could just join your meeting. So then they had to create passwords, and then
Yeah.
now they have
Well, no,
encryption.
basically like the data is like so people could sniff, that could spy on your meetings. It's not like the network isn't secure, if that makes sense. But anyways, hey, look who's here. It's Brittney Slays of a band you might have heard of called Unleash the Archers. They're from Canada.
Hi.
How are you doing?
We're still friends.
You've probably been
Oh,
insanely busy the past few days.
Yes, I have been. I've been absolutely destroyed by getting all the pre-orders ready, and
You're doing that?
yeah. Oh yeah, that's me.
Wow.
Napalm does their own. If I was just leaving it up to Napalm, then I wouldn't really have anything to do. But because we do our own pre-orders on,
Yeah.
we do our own pre-orders on indie merch. So I'm the one that decides what we print, what we bring in, all that stuff, and then I
cool.
have to get it all done, and then I put the art together and the mock-ups and everything. So
And you ship.
the reason I don't. Indie merch ships.
Indie merch does have a warehouse.
Oh yes, yeah, big
Cool.
one, which we have our own little corner of. So, which we'll have actually a pretty big corner of after all this stuff.
Are they a
gets
Canadian
printed.
company?
No, they're in Ohio, actually.
cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mhm.
Great. Excellent. Everybody hopefully got their pre-order in. Those records are limited, yeah? 100 each?
Well, the napalm ones are 100. Like the purple one is 100, the yellow one is 100. And then we sold out of our Explorers EPs so fast that we were like, okay, well that's just kind of stupid. So we did 200 for the matriarch print, which is like the red, black, and white splatter. And then we did 200 for the immortal print, which is going to be clear with 2 greens and a purple.
Yep.
So a little bit of a Joker thing going on there.
Yeah.
And then
Into
the
that.
Soulbound vinyl, which is
The
called
Corona
the
one.
Corona print.
That's the one I got. That's the one I pre-ordered.
Nice. Yeah, that one's 300. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, so that's the most common one
Yeah.
from a
I don't know,
collector's
just-
standpoint.
Yeah, and then we'll just have black forever. Yeah.
You chose Immortal? Nice.
Yeah, I think the Immortal's gonna look really cool. That one was my design. Scott was like, he did the matriarch. That was his input. And then Soulbound was just kind of like, look, two colors look good together for a kind of a print.
I just picked it so that I will always remember the time in which the record came out. I was like, oh, I'll never forget this. I'll make this record like a part of this entire global experience that we're all having together or not together, as it may be. So, yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking when I was
Yeah.
like, Napalm sent us a list of all the stuff that they can do. They can do like marble, which is kind of like two colors together. They can do splatters and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then as we were scrolling through the options, one of them was Corona. And I
Yeah.
was like, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. There's the flag has two sizes, J to the D. I think there's a smaller one and there's also a 60-60. I got the 60-60. I got the big
Yeah.
one.
That's what we have. This one here is a 60 by 60.
It's huge.
It's great.
But I've got a giant piece of empty wall that I figure I can put it on, so that'll be dope.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And we did a smaller size because I posted in the UTA fan group on Facebook.
Cool.
And I was like, if we were to print a flag again, how many of you liked the size of the Explorer's flag? And how many of you would want something smaller? And so it was kind of like, most people were like, the big one's cool, but yeah, but a smaller size would be nice.
Because it's so
we printed
massive.
two. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I just measured the empty space on my wall here. And
Yeah.
I was like, what would fit here? Oh, 3 by 3. That's what you get.
That seems perfect, though. I mean, it is true. People aren't going to hang something if it doesn't fit anywhere.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I hope it helps. And actually, it's been pretty close. I can see the numbers sold, and it's like a little bit in favor of the smaller size. So it was a good idea.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you, everyone in the UTA Facebook fan page.
Hell yeah. I also got to say the deluxe bundle is only 117 bucks. That seems really cheap for as much of the stuff as you get. Because I would feel like if you go to a show sometimes, like just the shirt and the hoodie alone would be 117 bucks, you know? So like getting the records and CD and jacket and t-shirt and everything and the flag, that's like an awesome deal.
Yeah, we did we took a little bit off of like a few of the items in order to make it kind of like you get a deal when you order this. So
Right.
I don't think you get deals at the merch table when you go to the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you shouldn't, because people need to eat while they're driving around the world or whatever, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And preferably not McDonald's.
Yeah. What? Oh, somebody actually asked that question before you showed up. So it's really funny you bring up McDonald's, but people ask what your favorite food on the road is. Like your favorite fast food. Look at that segue, by the way, y'all. I'm getting good at this.
Honestly, I really just like buying those ramen cup of noodles thing at a store. Like if they have them,
Yeah.
I'll buy those. Keep them on the bus. Yeah.
And then hot water, you just eat them crunchy.
Yep. Oh no, hot water. I always have a kettle with me because like huffing steam is really good if your vocal folds feel really dry. So,
Yep.
Yeah. So I always have a kettle around. Makes it nice and easy.
Hell yeah.
And always a bag of Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Bali, you know.
The Sour Patch. Do you have a song about Sour Patch Kids yet?
No, I guess I should.
Maybe
Lady
you should.
Gaga has a new song on her new album called Sour Candy or whatever, and I just like think about Sour Patch Kids every time I hear it.
Maybe you should just do like Weird Al, one of your already existing songs about Sour Patch Kids.
It's a good idea.
That way it's less work.
Yeah, oh for sure. Weird Al, my own song. I like it.
Yeah.
And I love how that's a verb now.
Yeah.
I
You
get a
know.
Weird Al it.
Yeah, Weird Al it up. That'd be awesome. People would go nuts. I mean, still under quarantine, right?
Yeah.
What the hell are Sour Patch Kids? I've never seen them in the UK. Think like gummies, like Haribo gummies, but they're covered in like sour crystals
Sugar.
and sugar.
They're really, really good. And they also make your tongue really raw when you eat a whole kilogram bag that someone gives to you after a show.
Is that like another one of your voice things? So what I do is I like to inhale steam and then house an entire bag of Sour Patch Kids. Is that like pre-show?
I will
regimen?
never have. I call them SPKs. No SPKs before a show because the sugar is not good for
Cool.
your voice. But after, oh yeah. Keep a bag in the green room. The second I get off stage, I'm like, "Ma."
You're gonna home make some THC Sour Patch Kids? Those exist. I do
Oh,
believe
no.
those do exist in the world. But don't dose anybody. Don't give them to Brittney on tour. Which segues me to the next question. Some people are wondering if the tour is gonna be up and running. Look how good I am at this.
Good. Such a moderator.
That was back to back.
The tour, I don't know what's going on, to be honest.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do something in the fall, and I just don't think that that's going to be like
Plausible.
a thing. Yeah.
It was European,
So-
right?
No, North America.
Oh, cool.
In the fall.
Cool, cool.
We were with a big headliner. And then, yeah, so, I mean, we were supposed to find out today for sure, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not happening. And if it does happening, we would be the only ones, and no one would show up because the Rona would probably still be raging in the fall. But
Yeah.
so everything's getting pushed to 2021, and so it's looking like most likely it'll start in Europe, actually. And then I'm not too sure. Honestly, though, it's still all kind of. I can't say like tentative because we are talking to promoters and stuff, but it's still very floaty. I'm gonna use
Ethereal?
the word floaty. Yeah.
Translucent.
Because yeah, at any point it could be like, oh no, yeah, still not happening, just push the whole thing. I don't know. So
Well, bummer, but okay. People suggested that maybe we should get some UTA themed PPE gear as merch.
yeah, we were talking about that on our virtual pub that we had last week. Where
Yeah.
get like some UTA masks or something.
Yeah, that'd be
Look into
cool.
it.
That'd be dope. I saw
Just
you got.
face shields with the album artwork on.
Let's go. And they could be like some sweet ornate like crown around the top too, not just like the normal band.
Totes. Get the matriarch horns.
Yeah, let's
Horns.
go. And then
Nice.
face shield. I'll take 2, please.
Oh, I love King Gwendo is like, avoid the UK. The UK, we're about to be hit really bad.
By a
Oh,
second
no.
wave. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Wee Wee wanted you to say happy birthday as well.
Happy birthday, wee weed.
Flip it. Send it to your friends. Done and done.
Apps burps.
So, Abyss, you guys announced yesterday. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does it feel? Is everybody
man.
freaking out?
Well, no, yeah, reactions have been good so far. I mean, it was only a 59-second clip or whatever. But
Yeah.
so far, yeah, people are liking it. There was a couple pretty funny comments that were just like, I don't like synth.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna bring up the synth because that's kind of like a big showcasing the synth on the intro of the. I'm assuming that's the first track of the record. Oh, can she say it?
There is a track that was Abyss, so there is a track before that.
Got
but
it.
It's special.
I like the synth a lot, but you
Thank
know
you,
I've
Brett.
been listening to lots of like synthy metal stuff recently. So.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a synth waver for sure. So,
Yeah.
But the thing is that it's not like super prevalent. It's not like as if we had a keyboard player in the band where
Right.
it'd be like just as important as the guitar. It's kind
Synth
of just like the
solo.
little it's a little dusting on top of everything.
Yeah.
There are some songs where it features really hard, like at the beginning of Abyss there. It's pretty an important part of the sound for that particular track. And it's pretty heavy and soulbound as well, which we played on that 6-day tour we did with Dragon Force.
Rip.
And yeah.
I was looking forward to
but
that
then other
Brooklyn
songs-
date. That was gonna be
Which?
fun. I was looking forward to the
Yeah.
Brooklyn date. That was gonna be fun.
I know. So fucking sad. But yeah.
The future's bright. Should we listen to
is.
the clip from Abyss? Do y'all want to listen to it? I'm gonna play it. I don't care. I
Yeah.
don't care if y'all want to listen to it or not.
Will I be able to hear it?
On the stream, yeah. Not through the call. Oh, let me see if I can temporarily route it through the call. A little more tech support, y'all. No big whoop.
We're so good at tech support.
I want input is system to go through my chat mic as well. Game chat mic. I'm just going to click all these and we're going to see what happens. Okay. All right. All right. Tell me if you can hear it now. I'm refreshing.
Oh, so you can hear Scott in his phone.
Can you hear it?
Yep.
Cool.
Only when you push. Only when you talk.
I love this synth. I think it's so good. I just want to rage, dude. It's so good. I'm so stoked. Are you stoked? Are you excited?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you listen to it? Every day?
Oh, like once a day. I don't know. A couple clicks yesterday. Haven't listened to it yet today, but I will, I'm sure, later.
Cool. Let's go. Let's do it now. Spin it up. No? Damn it. We tried.
Sorry.
What's the date? So what's the date for the whole thing?
August 21st.
August.
I know. So far. It's pretty funny too, because normally Napalm does like an 8-week, whatever you call it, campaign.
Sure.
And this one, for some reason, it's 11 weeks, I think, from the release. So it's like super long, really long time to wait. Whereas with, before it was always kind of like, woo, here's all the stuff, records coming. And then it was like, whoa, the record's here. Cool. All right. Just goes by so fast. But
with the Apex release, you guys kind of slowly rolled tracks out with music videos involved, right?
yes. Yeah.
I
and we'll do the same.
And you'll do the same. And so how many music videos?
3.
Is one of them a shred video, like Awakening?
Oh.
Or Awaken? What's it called? Fuck.
Shit. Awakening. Yeah.
Yeah. I was right
Should
the
it
first
be?
time.
I don't know. We just didn't think that people would want to see the exact same video again.
I mean, I personally, as a metal fan, love shred videos. I love them.
Okay.
And I think right now in the climate where we can't go to shows, that it's even shred videos are like even cooler because we can't see bands right now. So I personally would say hell yeah to a shred video. But I don't know. What do y'all think, chat? Do y'all want a shred video? Can we see some hell yeahs in the chat if you want a shred video? The Curse D20, you do you, Britt. All right.
Thanks.
Brown nosing a little bit.
Teen boys. Do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Oh,
we're gonna
wow.
be stoked about
Beauty nudes.
Beauty nudes.
It's all beauty.
I think we're gonna I think people are gonna be stoked on the videos regardless of what you put out. I'm just saying, I personally really enjoy a shred video. That's
I mean,
all.
I think the boys are gonna do like some playthrough videos and stuff like that.
Right?
But we just didn't want to make the exact same video. We wanted to come up with some new stuff. So
That's totally fair.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is very popular. People really are throwing it around on YouTube and stuff, reaction videos and all that. So I don't know, maybe there's something behind it. Maybe we should give it a second thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they seem like they're in I don't know, there's like a term for that in content creation where like you're doubling up. Like if I use my stream to make a YouTube video at the same time, I've saved time because I'm making 2 avenues of, you know, stuff to put places in one go, right? 2 birds, 1 stone kind of idea. So that's also kind of how I think about shred videos, but I've never been in a band that recorded a shred video, so maybe they're super stressful and annoying. But in my brain, they seem like if you're going to be practicing and playing the record anyway, why the hell not?
And I mean, the thing is that it is kind of I mean, it's not easy, but it is an easier type of video.
Right.
Because you just kind of find a cool spot, sit down and get it done, and then it's all in editing, right?
Right.
Whereas all of our other gallivanting around town kind of videos, a little bit more difficult. So, I mean, I see, yeah, it could be a good idea, maybe.
What is the shred video? Like the playthrough videos, like where you see the artists perform, not necessarily performing, but playing the music. You know, you normally get lots of cool, like close-up guitar shots and some sweet feet shots from the drummer, that kind of stuff. You know, action, like music action, music making porn videos.
Yes. Okay, this is, you know, whatever. Faster Than Light official music porn video from Unleash the Archers on Napalm Records.
Amazing. What? Feet shots? Yeah, it's a different type of feet shot.
Yeah, like of the kicks. 'Cause
Yeah.
drummers are doing fancy stuff. Their feet.
Cleanse the Bloodlines was a great video. So yeah, Cleanse the Bloodlines was the first video y'all released for Apex. Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And then and so we're gonna get one when
2-ish weeks.
2-ish
If everything
weeks,
works as planned.
a month.
What?
Who knows?
It's
We
not a
said
month.
2-ish. Could be.
No, it won't be a month.
It won't be a month. Definitely less than a month. You heard it. That feels
Yes.
better than 2-ish to me.
Definitely, probably, most likely. Yeah.
Somebody wanted to know why you decided to change the name of the new record from The Abyss to Apex 2 Return of Jafar.
Yeah, no, we were talking about that on Facebook.
Yeah. Is that your
you know,
is
it's like-
Aladdin your favorite Disney movie?
One of, yes.
Very
I dressed
good.
up as Jasmine when I was little.
You
That was
did?
my Halloween costume. Oh, yeah.
Is that on
The
Instagram
show.
or what?
No. Are you kidding me? I was like 8. That's...
Well, it's not a lewd
Exploitation?
costume, I'm assuming. Like, should be fine, right?
Jasmine wore like a little crop top.
Okay, all right. 8-year-old crop tops not allowed.
No shelves. No crop tops.
No
nothing.
shelves, no crop tops. Pull yourself together, people.
She also had a tiger for a pet, so that was like a big deal. But
Which is super cool.
no, you know, we just had a lot of people kind of giving us what their
Wait, did you
thoughts
have a
were.
real tiger as a costume?
No, I think I had like a little stuffed one that I tied to a rope.
Aw, like he gets turned into, right? Doesn't the evil genie turn him into a kitten?
Oh, yes. Yes, she does.
Look at that, y'all.
Nice memory.
Thanks.
Cute.
Tiger King Brittney Exotic. Yeah, exactly. That was actually what the costume
I
was.
would love that did you see how many big kittens he was cuddling all the time? Like in every interview shot, he had like a fucking baby lion.
Yeah, but at what cost?
Oh yeah, no, I know, horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I would
totally
not-
agree. Look, holding cute, cuddly animals is awesome.
Yeah,
So
but like
exotic.
as long as it's not exploiting them and all that stuff.
So, do you want to? How much can you tell us about the Abyss? Can we talk about the story? Can we go through track by track and maybe talk about that kind of stuff, or is that TMI?
No, we can talk about the story.
Cool.
I don't know if I want to necessarily do like track by track, but
That's fair. Well, why don't we go? Why don't you give us a little like where we left off in the last episode of Unleash the Archers saga, and maybe fresh people up where we left off. You know, like a little short version of where we left off in Apex and where what happens in between and where we pick up with the Abyss. Is that cool?
sure, yeah. In the yearbook, actually, I go through all of it and I wrote like a whole story in like a 1-page kind of like chapter for every track. So that piece of merch is going to be pretty cool for those of you that are like super into getting all the details basically of the story. But so it's like out of Apex is the hashtag that we've been using for the last, I don't know, like a million years. Which is basically kind of like, so the immortal was sent back to his mountain or whatever by the matriarch after returning her 4 sons. She does the ritual, becomes immortal, and then it's like, oh, this is so great. You're kind of like really handy. I want to keep you around. I did say that maybe I would set you free, but never mind. You know, please go back to Apex and sleep, and you know, I'll give you a call when I need you next.
When there's annoying critters around the property, I do quote, you know, I'll open your throat and drink from your skull quite often.
Yeah.
You mentioning the ritual made me think of that lyric.
That's one of my favorite lyrics from the last record, by the way. I
Hell
just
yeah,
love
it's brutal as
saying that
hell.
one.
I love the whole idea of the ritual, like the planets aligning and everything. I'm like, yeah, this is cool as hell.
Yeah, I just imagine it being like a hole in at the top of a tower, and like the second that all the planets align, they like shine on this altar in the middle of the 4 suns, and they are like, their heads are at each direction of the compass, and then she like slits all their throats and the blood flows into the center, and then she drinks and anyways, I don't know. Okay, sorry, a little graphic.
Somebody animate this now. It sounds brutal as hell. We need to get a cool animator to work on this.
And then yeah, in the light of
This is
the
crazy.
aligned planets, she drinks it, and you know, like, I don't know, anime style immortality. Anyways, so yeah, that happens. But then what you don't know is that before doing all that, she kind of like puts a little spell on all 4 of her sons to bind them to her eternally, forever.
Yes.
So they don't really die, but they're not alive, and they're just kind of in service to her, and they're forced to be there. So that's what Soulbound is about. It's about the 4 sons and how they're forced to serve her in death, basically, as like her little minions. Super powerful, you know, unkillable, scary as hell minions, but still, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Not
and then
like
so-
little yellow minions with one eyeball.
No. Evil, scary, dark minions.
Cool. I imagine like some kind of like almost worm tongue kind of transformation.
Yeah. It's
That,
like...
that yeah is a no, by the way.
Well,
Whenever anybody
Lord of the
goes,
Rings-
yeah.
Lord of the Rings was an inspiration for the Soulbound, basically, but it was more like the ring wraiths. When
Cool.
they first get bound by the ring
The
to
Nazgul.
Sauron. Yeah, exactly. So
Let's
they're not...
go.
They're not like the skeletal ring wraiths or like the ghosts or whatever that we know from the movies. but it's like, imagine when they first realized that even in death they were gonna have to serve Sauron, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Right. That's awesome. What was the name of the dragon things, the mounts that the Nazgul rode? I don't remember.
Oh,
I wanted to name my
shoot.
motorcycle something, and I just realized that would be an awesome name.
Probably.
If it exists.
Nice. Ooh.
Fell beasts. Oh, I wish they had a cooler name like Nazgul. Jeff. Hi, I'm here. This is my motorcycle, Jeff.
Oh, I love when you name like cats and dogs just like
Real-
Dave.
Like real names. Hell yeah.
So it's even better. when
Stephanie, get
it's
off
your
the
motorcycle.
couch.
Totally. Oh my god.
Jeff,
Perfect.
but spelled with G-E-O.
It's Jeff with a J, actually.
It's Brittney with an I.
Oh no.
Brian. Well, Brian was the dog on the Family Guy.
That's true. But he was a person. So Brian, yeah, taken.
Taken.
Hellhawks?
So,
No.
so you keep going then. What is that all you can tell us about the story of the Abyss?
No,
or
no. So the
do we
first
pick up right where it leaves off?
it's like 50 years later, basically, kind of, or whatever.
A little bit of an
Um,
interlude.
Yeah. And then, so the immortal wakes up and he immediately realizes he's no longer in his mountain. And he's like, what the F? Where am I?
Yeah.
Where's the matriarch? What the hell? And so it's kind of all of a sudden he's out in space and he's in this huge ship. He's just like, what do I do? And he's wandering around and there's nobody there. And he's kind of like, he's never been, well, he doesn't remember not being like in whatever planet it is, in the terrestrial realm that he's known for the last millennia. So he is out in space, which is very dark, the abyss, of course. And he's just kind of like, I don't have rivers or mountains or anything around me that I know, and I'm really kind of freaked out right now. And he just gets really introspective, I guess you could say. And so the first few tracks are kind of him just dealing with that. And then he meets his new master, the one that awakened him, which is the grandson of the matriarch. And I don't want to go too much into
So
detail
wait,
about
a
that.
son of one of the
Yes.
4 sons. The
A son
son's
that
son.
she didn't know existed. Yeah.
Mystery son.
Yes.
Cool. Jeff.
Jeff. He is actually kind of a little bit, what's his name? From Tron. Jeff Bridges? Is that
Jeff
his name?
Bridges is
Yeah.
in Tron, yes.
Yeah,
plays
he
Flynn,
was kind of
right?
the grandson was inspired by his character from
Oh,
that,
cool! Like in the original Tron or the remake?
basically. Well, he's in both, right? He's the old
He is,
old
but which
guy
one is the
in Tron Legacy? So I guess that one.
older Jeff Bridges? Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Like a
but
Zen
old, but still
dude
cool.
in the program world.
Yeah.
We quote that often.
Um,
We fight for the users around here, so I love quoting Tron.
I love that movie. I thought it was so great. Some people gave it some flack, but I thought it was awesome.
I know also you were talking about how there's like a 50-year interlude. Somebody in the chat brought up how maybe we should make some type of like 80s style training montage for that. And you could use, I know Andrew the other night told me on his stream that he was writing like a cheesy 80s song. So maybe some 80s metal jam goes in a 80s montage about the interlude between Apex and the Abyss. I think this is a great idea.
Cool. Could do like an 80s synth EP
Hell yeah.
between the apices and abysses.
We have a title.
Sleeper Ship is the name of his little project, and it's actually already up on Bandcamp and stuff. if you wanna
Oh, it
listen.
is? Cool.
Take a look, see.
That's awesome. I didn't know Andrew had a Bandcamp. I feel like a dick now. I'm sorry.
Well, it's sleeper shit.
Right.
Kind of.
But I follow him on Instagram, so I feel like I would have known, unless he didn't Instagram about it.
Maybe not. Andy, get on it, bro. Dubs.
I also asked him when he came by the stream the other day if he was okay with Andy, and he was like, whatever, Britt calls me Andy. So it made me think that not a lot of people do.
No. No, it does. Well, it started because we always joke about his country project, and I think several of the names have been like Andy King or Smokin' Andy Saunders. Or
Ooh, I like that one.
they're always like some iteration of Andy, so I just started calling him Andy.
Yeah.
But last night on Discord, we were talking about, I don't know, a lot of stupid shit. And someone invented a fake band called Contain the Crossbowmen. And they were all like, they're all like different versions of us.
Yeah.
And Andrew's name was Maxwell Princely, so now I just am gonna probably call him Maxwell or Princely or any other iteration thereof. So very excited.
What kind of music does what is it? Entrap the crossbowmen?
Contain the
Crossbowmen? What kind of music do they play?
Power metal?
Oh, just straight up power metal.
Maybe.
Not the
It's up.
amalgamation
it's up to
of
them, I
Unleash
guess.
the Archers. It's a little bit like a doomy power fantasy.
It's. Oh, I don't know. All of the things that Unleash the Archers does, only a little bit leashed, more leashed.
I almost thought that was a musical term until I got the joke. Whoops!
Leashed.
I was like, I've
A
never heard of
musical
anyone
term.
refer to music as like leash.
Andrew, hey Britt, shut up. Oh, go away, Andy. Sorry, I'm reading the chat.
What's up, Andrew? I just spammed a bunch of links for sleeper ship. No, you're not allowed to
Yeah.
go anywhere, Andrew. You're chill. You hang out here.
He's got some sweet songs on there.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. So what else about the album? Do you want to talk to us about the cover art? I can pull it up.
Yeah, sure. Adam Burke did that. Pretty sweet. I don't know. It took a lot of direction from us. We were just basically like, can you do like this? And then he would send a sketch and we'd be like, oh no, but like more like this, and we'd send like kind of like inspiration photos and all that sort of stuff.
1 second, I just gotta get rid of the zoom window. Zoom pooped on me. Okay, there we go. We're good. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's weird. Oh yay, because you were
Yeah, I was still sitting in the call.
free Zoom. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the artwork.
The album art. So we've got a character here.
Yeah, so that's the immortal.
Cool. And then there's 5 floating entities.
Yeah, facing the matriarch and the 4 soulbound.
Cool.
Yes.
This feels a lot
And-
more like sci-fi-y than the first album, right off the bat.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, I don't know, basically I kind of was just thinking of it like the cover of a novel almost, really.
Yeah.
Like if this were a fantasy novel,
No,
what
that's
would the cover look like?
I instantly thought of like old Herbert pressings, like old
Yes,
Dune
Dune.
pressings. I
Exactly.
immediately thought of that when I first saw this. That was the first thing it harkened to. Yeah. Was like old jackets from Dune books. Because I think I have some of those good old ones. Like the God Emperor one with like the tall Leto and the little Duncan talking.
Yeah.
What are you saying please about, Necro?
Please.
Does the matriarch have any new powers now that she's immortal other than zombifying her sons?
I think it was more the becoming immortal thing was more of like it just removed all the fear. She was not in a place where she could be like all powerful, right? So now that she's immortal, she never has to worry about dying. So it's like I can do whatever I want. And she had all these grand plans and all this power in the first place, but it was very much had like a ceiling, you know? And so now there's no ceiling. She can go and do anything forever and rule everywhere forever. So that was really, it was kind of just like this hurdle that she had put in front of herself that she's like, I just need to do this one thing and then I'll be like perfect.
Like Siler or Peter Petrelli.
Who?
Did you ever watch that old show Heroes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Heroes ran into one of those writing issues where you create too powerful of like a basically an indestructible goodie or baddie that can't really like suffer any type of any type of ailment. And then the writers are like, what are we supposed to do without retconning stuff? So
there was no kryptonite.
Yeah, there's no kryptonite. You gotta have a kryptonite.
Yeah, for sure. So the thing is that in this, the immortal is the matriarch's kryptonite.
Right.
And she knew that. And she that's why she was like, he has to be mine, because then he obeys me. So when all of a sudden he isn't hers, she just fucking explodes and is like, and that's why most of the album is like a chase through space, basically.
Right. Cool. Space chase.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love that. Do they come across, are there any other like sentient planets, like some world hopping kind of stuff? Like wherever the planet they were on in Apex, like another planet?
They kind of land on, well, this is basically what the album cover is. They kind of land on this like desolate, was once inhabited, probably by some maybe humanoid creature. I don't know. Perhaps they were bugs. I don't know.
Like Mars.
And,
like perhaps once had civilization.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of like what that structure in the back is supposed to be. Like decrepit city, gone long ago, gone. And this is kind of where they have their final standoff, I suppose you could say.
Very cool. Super into it. The last time we had you on, we talked a lot about story influences for Apex. And you already mentioned some Lord of the Rings elements here. What other kind of stuff do you feel like you drew upon for the story here?
Probably lots of things, maybe like mostly subconsciously.
Right.
But
anything else that really like sticks out? Like, oh, I totally was thinking about blah. If not, that's cool too. Dumb question. We can move on.
No, I mean it's not a dumb question. I just I took like I said, the grandson being kind of like a Tron character.
Yeah.
Is one of them. And yeah, Lord of the Rings. And I think there's a few probably. I mean there's probably some Star Wars in there with the space influence, and I don't know, I've just always been a huge fantasy and science fiction nerd.
Yeah.
So I just kind of want to smash them together all the time. Like that's really kind of my MO, I guess you could say.
What was the first piece of science fiction or fantasy you saw that made you go like, I'm in. This is what I want to be, do, love, get into?
Well, I think I was 13.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time I was really just reading trash.
Such as,
like,
you gotta tell us now.
Like V.C. Andrews.
Okay, cool.
Like all of my girlfriends and I were reading that and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Detectives.
Yeah, and like just, insert dime store, bookshelf at the grocery store here kind of stuff.
Ramona Quimby.
Yeah, Sandra blah, I can't remember her name, but just a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And I picked up this book called, and it's not even, no one's probably gonna even know it. It's called The Key of the Keplian, and it's about this young girl who her family like buys a horse for her, whatever, and the horse is special, and it takes her through this doorway into a whole other world. And I was just like, this is the first time I'd ever read anything where it wasn't firmly within reality, where it wasn't like, you know, about some girl who has a, I don't know. Anyways, not based on in reality whatsoever. And so I was just like, oh my god, like this is the coolest thing. I love this so much. And so then I just kind of went out there looking for more fantasy, and like that's, you know, when I started discovering like Dune and Lord of the Rings. And I read The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings the second I heard that Lord of the Rings was going to become a movie. So, and then that just like expanded a millionfold into all that sort of that whole world. Yeah, I don't know, just kind of really started with like some no-name book that I picked up in the bookstore.
How did you, we actually were talking about the Lord of the Rings trilogy movies last night. Did you like them? Did you think they were great? I loved them except for the ending. I didn't like the ending.
To no one? Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, the movies.
I liked them. I thought they were great. I mean, but I'm not the kind of person that gets upset about those things, really, except for...
In our last interview,
only...
you had quite a few things to say about Game of Thrones.
Yes. But that is about George not finishing.
Sure.
He needs to finish. I don't give a shit about the show.
I also do not give a shit about the show.
As long as I know that George is going to finish.
Yeah.
That's it. That's really all there is to it. The show is a completely different vision from different people. And sure, George had a lot, you know, a big part of it at the beginning.
Right.
I was never emotionally invested in it. I'm invested in the books.
I'm invested in the books as well.
And if he doesn't finish them, I'm going to fucking murder him in his sleep. And then he'll never finish them.
We do need Winds of Winter. He needs to finish so Elden Ring can come out. Yeah. You know, he's working he wrote a video game as well, Elden Ring, that's coming out.
Get back to work. Stop writing video games.
Brandon Sanderson will finish for him. I feel like Brandon Sanderson should just step in and finish every fantasy thing ever. But then we won't get more Stormlight books, and we need Stormlight books. Which, yeah, the fourth Stormlight book comes out in November.
That's not done? Stormlight is still being written?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like, it's like his epic saga, like it's like his Wheel of Time.
Yeah. Okay.
So cool. Like, I think it's gonna be 12. I think he said. So we got book 4 coming out in November. I'm stoked about that.
Holy cow! Well, I should get started now then. I mean, I am meaning to read them. I just haven't yet.
Yeah.
I got so many others that I want to, like just a million options.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But, no, I mean, I really liked Lord of the Rings. I thought it was great. It was entertaining. It was like they skipped a lot of stuff, but I honestly, yeah, I just kind of am like there to be entertained. That's really what movies are for me. I don't get too hung up on them. But really the only movie where I was super disappointed in how they portrayed everything was the first X-Men. And like that movie was exactly the beginning of the 90s Saturday morning cartoon, the X-Men.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was almost exact, except they did Rogue as Jubilee's character. Why would you do that? Rogue is like one of the most badass X-Men comic book characters ever, and you turn her into this sniveling little brat that can't fucking handle her shit. Like, I was so mad. Just fucking pissed.
Yeah, I'm an OG X-Men reader, so I didn't like any of the movies really. But I'm like an old man that's curmudgeon-y about the X-Men because I grew up reading X-Men every week. But yeah, I got strong X feels. Like I'm like that's the one where I nerd rage about X-Men, y'all. I do.
Yeah.
I'm like, why does the blackbird come out of the basketball court? It's supposed to come out of the lake, kind of guy about X-Men, you know, that kind of shit. It's pathetic. I know. Don't call me out.
Details.
Yeah,
they're fucking with our shit here. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Seriously.
I'm sorry.
No, I completely understand. I feel, you know, I guess I feel the same way about X-Men. It's kind of important to me. I grew up on that shit, so.
Yeah, I love X-Men.
So I can understand how people can feel that way about Lord of the Rings. I totally get it. I get that people get upset about those things, but I just try not to. And so that's like my one big rogue in the X-Men. Fuck you, Sony.
Logan is
Yeah.
the best one in the whole series as far as I'm concerned. I tend to agree with you, Brendy. And you know what's funny is the night I went to a sneak preview of Logan where the director did a Q&A at the end in New York City, and my cat Axe was born that night. We came back and the litter was born. So I saw Logan the same night Axe was born. So every year on Axe's birthday we watch Logan.
Ooh. You watch Logan every year?
Yeah, for my cat's birthday.
That's so cute.
It's kind of silly.
No, I mean, it's great. There's tons of movies that I watch and rewatch all the time. Fifth Element.
Another weird tradition I used to do that I don't really do anymore is we used to just, instead of going out for Halloween, we used to just paint our faces like The Crow and then sit on the couch and drink and watch The Crow.
The Crow is so good.
Yes, it is so good.
So good. I haven't watched it in a long time though. Does it hold up? I don't even know.
I mean, if you paint your face like The Crow and watch The Crow, does it matter?
No, I guess not. It's about the whole process, not about the movie. I get it.
The Crow does not hold up. It's probably totally true. It's probably totally true.
There's so many movies that do not hold up, and it's just like, oh, I should not have done this.
Yeah. Yeah. It's about butt flour. You're right. I should have named the cat Butt Flower. You're absolutely correct.
Xanadu. Gonna have the stream in the background. I do that all the time. I have Glam in the background of my life all the time.
Yeah,
like,
get with it. Britt watches our stream, right? Hell yeah.
Well, like I don't necessarily watch, except for when it's Warframe. I really like watching you play that game.
Do you really?
Yeah.
We might be playing it again this week. The devs did some cool stuff where they made some really big, cool, progressive statements about what's going on currently in America and kicked some racists out. So that was kind of cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. So we might probably be playing some Warframe next week. I'm pretty stoked. Necro, no questions for me allowed. Let's get some Brittney questions, y'all. Feel free. Let them fly. I totally agree.
No, answer the question.
Fuck racism.
Yeah. Holy shit about that, hey?
Yeah.
Fuck. Can we just kill all the racists? Just go away.
Let's go! Have you played Deep Rock Galactic? Not yet. It is on the list for sure. Is she Canadian? Yes.
Yes.
Have you always lived in the city you live in now? Or were you born elsewhere?
Vancouver.
Vancouver for life.
Well, we lived in Victoria when we started the band.
Yep. Is Scott here?
And yeah.
Come say hi.
Hey, come say hi. Just poke your head in. I'm using the stupid
Yeah!
button. You can't see yourself.
What up?
He says, "What up?"
What is up?
Everybody wants to get the money together to get you a PC. Hell
Get
yeah.
Hold on, I can't hear you anymore.
December chill. Was that December chill?
Cucumber chill.
Oh, that
He's
sounds
giving
so good.
flavored soda water a try or something.
Is it an
that what it is?
alcoholic seltzer?
No, non-alcoholic. Western Family brand.
What?
All right.
Western Family.
It's like the Safeway brand. I don't know if you guys.
Oh,
have
got
Safeway
it.
down there.
Yeah, we know. Like when the generic brand that you get at a grocery store.
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. Sounds great. How did you and Scott meet, or did you make the first move? It might be a little intimate of a question. I can tell you, and I remember from our last interview that Brittney confessed she has a thing for drummers.
Yeah. Yes. Well, we met when I was living in Victoria, because I went there for university. So we met in school. We met in first year, and he was actually like the super baggy pants, long-haired skater boy from
Yeah.
across campus. So.
And you were Avril Lavigning out?
Oh yeah.
Did y'all hear that giggle? It's so adorable.
I don't know. you still remember the, I don't know, the way you felt when you saw your crush from across the way, that kind of thing?
Yeah. Hell yeah, that's awesome. That's good. P.O., did you miss Scott? Yeah, he stopped in for a second.
Like 2 seconds. You didn't miss much. He's a dummy.
She said nice stuff, so now she has to counteract it, balance it out with some mean stuff. Because that's
Yeah, exactly.
like the force.
That's how it works.
You can't. The yin and the
There must
yang
be
is
balance.
necessary. Yeah. Such is love indeed, Kirsty20.
OMG, a Skater Boy cover for the Japanese edition. That would be hilarious. Like a
Skater Boy?
metalized Skater Boy.
Yeah.
Might have to do that.
You said you were going to do more Canadian artists.
Oh, yeah. She's Canadian. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And she married like one of the worst Canadians of all, Chad Kroeger, the singer of Nickelback.
I think they may not be together anymore.
Oh, really?
I don't.
No.
Well, she's dead, and she now has a robot clone that is her.
Oh,
which is that is one of
big
my
conspiracy
favorite conspiracy theories. Is that Avril is actually dead and been replaced with a body double. I love this.
Kidding.
The great conspiracy theory. It's fantastic.
Well, she has been through some shit, so maybe she is hiding somewhere and forcing some robot to be her out there in public. I don't know.
Yeah, robot
But that's too
Avril.
bad. Not that I feel like she should be with Chad or whatever, but I just, she's just had so much shit go wrong. Then it's kind of like, just want this one thing to be good for her. That's too bad.
Hell yeah, being happy for Avril. We're gonna
Yeah.
name this interview "Happy for Avril."
No, Avril, come hang out with me. Well, I don't know.
We'll play Mario Kart.
I'll introduce you to some nice boys that don't do drugs and don't. I don't know what Chad does.
Not a Nickelback fan. Body snatcher style. I'm a nice boy, not a skater boy.
Chad, right? He is the ultimate Chad.
Oh, is his name Chad, actually?
Chad Kroeger.
Oh, man. It's a nice boy that doesn't record Nickelback songs. Now they want to know what you think of Devin Townsend.
He's awesome.
He's awesome.
Debbie, Heavy Deb. Yeah, no, for sure. Are you kidding me? He's like so amazing, and his vocals actually inspired a little bit of one of the tracks on the record, like what he does.
Yeah. Do you want to
his-
talk about it?
Wall of Devon, his Devon choirs, his 50 million voices and things going on in the background.
Yeah.
It's happening on one of the tracks.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
very-
yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, it was really funny. When I went in to record it with Jacob, he was like, I was like, okay, so we're gonna do the harmonies for this one or whatever. I was like, there's a lot of them. He's like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. And then I'm like, I'm doing them all. And then he's like, okay, moving on. I was like, no, one more for that part. And he's like, okay, there's already like 8. And it's like, no, just, yeah, one more.
Bigger.
And then constantly just like doing that. I'd be like, okay, so like I did like 1/3 or something. And I'm like, no, we're going to do the 5th. Then we're going to do the octave higher and the octave lower. And then I'm also going to do some like this over it. And he's just like, okay.
Hell yeah.
And then we listened to it afterwards, and he looks at me, and he's sitting in this chair, and he's like, there are a lot of harmonies.
That's awesome.
I told you. And it's like moving, and yeah, so pretty funny. I really like that song. It's actually probably one of my favorites, so I hope you guys like it too.
Can you tell us
And I
which
hope you
track
can
it
pick
is?
it out when you hear it.
No,
You'll be like,
damn
that's
it. That's
the
the
one.
answer.
That's
So
what
you
he's
won't
talking
tell us which one it is.
Nope.
Damn it.
You'll know when you hear
Yeah, but
it. Secret.
we want to know now.
No. August 21st, because it's not even a single, so sorry.
Dave Grohl had the best burn of Nickelback. If you play Nickelback in reverse, you hear the devil. Even worse, if you play it forward, you hear Nickelback.
That is a good one. I love Dave. He's so great.
That is the
He
good
knows his
one.
shit. Nice.
What? Oh, what else? So what else about the record? What else did you want to tell us about the record? What else should we be excited about the record? We've got a track list here.
I don't know. It's just kind of like this huge vision. Andy.
Is this the
basically
end?
Of that saga?
Yeah.
Sort of, but maybe not.
Cool. Very definitive answer from Brittney on that one, y'all. Lock it in.
Well, I am working on a graphic novel with someone. It's just taking a really long time because it's I'm writing it. So I'm also working on all this new album stuff and everything. It's just hard to find the time. So, but I am working on it. It is happening. It's being written, and it's kind of like Apex Abyss prequel, maybe?
80s montage interlude.
Or yeah, that now. Absolutely. It'll be a spin-off novel.
Yes. Yeah. We're gonna get Urkel's gonna get his own book.
Yes. More like Jeff Bridges is gonna get his own
Jeff
book. But yeah.
Bridges gets his own book. Let's go.
But yeah, so there's lots of ideas and things. So it's not the end. I don't think it. I mean, it might not be an album again, but it's not the end of this universe for sure.
Cool.
By the Cursed. Later.
By the Curse. Thanks for coming to hang out with us, bud. I appreciate it. Hey, later to you as well, J to the D.
But yeah, so the album was. I mean, we've kind of been writing it since the same time we started writing Apex, because originally, actually, it was going to be, we were thinking that it would just be like a 2-disc album, a bit like Apex would be disc 1, Abyss would be disc 2, but then we were just kind of like, no, we want to separate them, and we want to be able to spend as much time on each one as possible, and yeah, so we just didn't want to rush anything, so we decided to keep them separate. But some of the tracks, some of the riffs are from like the second we released Time Stands Still, because we had to hold on to it while we were signing with Napalm and all that stuff, and it just took forever to get it out, and there's just a lot of shit behind it. We, as a band, were kind of like done with it. So we started writing Apex and Abyss like the second the record was out, and we did a couple tours or whatever, but for the most part we were focusing on what's next. And so yeah, Abyss, that track that we teased a little bit yesterday, that riff has been like in the bag of riffs for 5-6 years now, and it kind of started with that. It all started really there, and Grant's just like super busy. He's got 3 kids, and it's just got kind of his own thing going on. So Andy basically just took that and ran with it.
Hell yeah.
Just sat there for 3 months straight writing. And I sent him the story, and I was like, chapter 1 should sound like this, that, whatever, kind of outlined it. And he would come back with stuff, and I'd be like, oh yeah, that's cool, but maybe do a little bit more like this. And we did the same thing with Apex as well, but this was even more cohesive because it was just Andy like focused in on this thing for 3 months straight. He literally didn't even like think about it. He just kind of dove in. He did this one post on Instagram after I think we had like 8 songs done, and he was just like, it was like finally took a big breath and like pulled his head out of this crazy abyss cloud.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh shit, it's like winter time. And when I sat down here, it was summer, and he listened through it and was
I
just
have no
kind of
circulation
like
to my legs.
Exactly. And was just, yeah, he was just kind of like overwhelmed by it and was like, holy, okay. So I don't know, this record is gonna be different, but still that same UTA feel. And I don't know, I'm just really excited for you guys to hear it. Like, oh, can't hold on to this anymore.
Yeah.
Needed to be out there.
I don't think I'm alone in saying we want to hear it now.
Yeah, hope you guys like
So
it.
you've got it there on the laptop right in front of you, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. There it is. It's right there. It's
Sorry.
It's right there, y'all. Is it true that your band plays Dungeons and Dragons regularly? And did you draw up any inspiration from a campaign for Apex?
Andrew has like a group that he's a part of.
Andrew, I want in your
they play.
campaign.
I think they play like once a month or something. And then I have kind of like got into it, but I haven't played yet. I've just been kind of like wandering through all of it with people that are willing to help me. And I did create a little character. I think it was a human paladin, I think is what I did. Maybe. And so I haven't actually played with her yet. But D&D did kind of influence this in a little bit. But yeah, I don't really play too much. I mean, I love everything about it. I love the whole community, and I love just D&D, and it's totally what I should be doing, but I just don't have the time, unfortunately.
Where does UTA go from here moving forward? Well, currently they've got an album coming out in August that we're talking about right now, and tour slotted for 2021. Metal Banger. Is there anything you're specifically looking for? Also, this is War Duke.
What?
He's an old Dungeons and Dragons character, War Duke. He's
What
cool.
is?
This dude, War Duke.
Oh.
You've probably seen drawings of him.
He's a staple character.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I don't really understand about that. I just figured everyone kind of creates their own characters, and it's all like this whole universe and stuff. But like
you do. There was a cartoon
like,
though, and this was a character on the cartoon.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's like from like the 90s, right?
Or 80s or something. Yeah, long
Oh
time
wow,
ago.
80s.
Oh wow, the 80s, ancient history.
I think I've seen.
I've heard of the 80s.
I've heard of that era. I think
Tales tell of a time referred to as the 80s.
there's a couple channels that I follow on YouTube, and because I follow those channels, I'm constantly getting those old episodes of Dungeons and Dragons as like recommends. So I'm always like seeing the little tiles and never clicking on them. I should probably do that, but I don't know if you could handle the transposing from whatever square little TV screen from the 80s to a HD 4K TV.
People are talking about your duet on the Twisted Sister song, which is awesome. And they're asking if you have any plans to work with anybody else in the future, perhaps outside of UTA.
Plans to I don't know.
Make some jams, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing a couple guest vocals this year on a couple projects, but I don't want to say anything without their permission. And I mean, I don't know. It'd be cool to get other people on the album. I don't know. I mean, it's complicated. I do want to have guest vocalists on there, but I don't know, what am I going to do? Get a screamer? Grant's a great screamer. And I get that it's just going to be like a guest vocal, but it's also kind of I don't know, Grant, I like the way he screams. So if I want a part to be screamed, I get Grant to do it.
Yeah.
And if I want a male vocalist, I get Andy to do it because he's fucking incredible. And really the only thing that I can imagine getting is another female vocalist on there with me. But then it's just kind of I don't know. It's weird.
Band's perfect.
And
Nothing changing it.
Scott just pops his head and it says, and what about me? I could be a guest vocalist.
Yeah, Scott should sing.
Yeah, and whenever I need a really low bass voice, I get Scott on there.
Yeah, why not?
He's on the record. He's on there several times, actually. I'm sure you'll be able to pick him out.
Yeah.
He's really bassy.
I mean, doesn't the drummer for Queen, Roger Taylor, he got tracks, right? He wrote songs. Didn't he?
What?
Queen's drummer, Roger Taylor.
He did?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think he had his own songs, didn't he?
Is it like when Ringo Starr would write a song? And
Yeah.
We'll put it right here.
Oh, it's gonna be Avril Lavigne. Duh.
Oh, right, of course. Or maybe Lady Gaga. I'm jamming on that record pretty hard right now.
Oh yeah.
And she says she's a metalhead. I don't know. So
Yeah.
come be on my next album, Gogs.
I have a very like 2 degrees of separation from Gaga. I have some friends that used to serve drinks in the bars where she performed before she was Lady Gaga, when she was still not Lady Gaga yet.
Oh, so they like know her?
Yeah, they're like friends.
Oh, well, can you send her a message?
Maybe. Maybe.
She's like, so she's gonna be super busy doing her thing or whatever, of course, but because she's got a new album out, she's gonna be touring like crazy, all that stuff.
Is anybody really touring though?
No, like when she can do that.
Right.
But it's like, I'm sure months of planning go into it, because she does like the big shows.
Yes.
Just the lights and the explosions.
She's kind of a thing. People know who she is.
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah.
But she'll still do like press and all that stuff.
Shade. Yeah, that's the Queen song. I'm in love with my car. Isn't that a B? That's a Queen B side, I think.
Oh man, really?
Yeah. Queen, I'm in
Claim
love with
to
my
fame.
car.
That's pretty funny. I want to know which ones Freddie wrote, if he wrote any, or did he just only write vocals and stuff?
I
love
pretty
Freddie.
much think he wrote a lot of them.
Yeah, because he did a lot on the piano, right?
Yeah, he was classically trained as a
Oh yeah.
musician, so he was a pretty smart dude. King Diamond is awesome. Corey, thank you for the host. Welcome on in, everybody. Necro Gobbler said he would do it as well, by the way. He's gonna rap on the next UTA record for all the rap interludes.
Sweet. Let's bring back some Linkin Park vibes.
Some new metal.
Yeah.
Some new metal rap rock. Yeah.
New metal E EP.
New metal EP. That's amazing. What about a drum solo EP, Scott? Let's go.
He would not do that if I paid him $1 million.
No.
Grump.
Oh, Voivod covers. There's another excellent Canadian band.
I've actually never listened to Voivod. I know, aren't I a horrible Canadian?
You're not a horrible.
Horrible.
You're not horrible. It's totally fine. You should definitely listen to Voivod.
Should I?
Yes.
Okay. There's so many bands out there I need to listen to.
These
never
guys are
ending.
Canadian. They go to the top at the Canadians with the Canadians.
Okay, top of the list.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. What about Zach De La Roca?
Who's that?
Rage Against the Machine.
The sing. Oh, yeah.
Corey, good to see you, buddy. Hey, Andrew, thank you so much for the host. Just got the host from Andrew Kingsley. You may have heard of him. He's in a band called Unleash the Archers.
Little no-name band.
So,
No,
you know,
we
one of
really
those
are.
cute Canadian bands.
We are cute, right? Look at us trying so hard. Oh.
Give me a break. You guys destroy. I think I don't know anybody that was happy about your tour getting cut short.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anybody. I had so many people stoked about it. I was going to bring Twitch people to your concert actually in Brooklyn because they have an office
Oh,
in
good.
Twitch.
The little TwitchCon, our mini TwitchCon.
Yeah. I was going to bring some people that work at the Twitch offices. We were going to all meet up. We were talking about it. It was going to be pretty cool.
Oh,
gonna be a
that would
pretty
have
cool
been
night.
cool.
Yeah,
That would have been good times.
Yeah, for
Fuck.
sure. It's all right. There's
Stupid
more time.
virus.
There's good times to be had in the future. It'll be great.
Yes, we will come if you build it.
It'll. Oh, y'all are already building it for sure. So wait, tell me more about the little book that we could have ordered that is sold out now, and I'm mad that I don't have one.
The yearbook.
Yeah.
It's there was some available on the Napalm shops. So, and we were just blown away that all 200 that we had got sold yesterday. So we're kind of asking Napalm if they're willing to print some more for us. So we'll see what they say about that.
Oh, those first editions are gonna be. Whew.
Yeah, prime. But so there are still some left if you want to go to the Napalm shops. but it's basically it's kind of like a thing that bands are doing now. That a lot of bands have them. It's like a big art book, like I don't know, 10 inches by 10 inches is maybe bigger actually. A little
Earbook?
bit smaller than a. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that a funny word? Why isn't it a yearbook? It's like it's a yearbook, but it's not a yearbook. So let's just call it an earbook.
It makes me feel really uncomfortable.
It's weird. Pictures of ears? No. So basically, it's like the album artwork, all the interiors of the booklet and everything with the lyrics and photos of us, promo photos, and like behind the scenes photos, a whole bunch of those. And message. We each did a message about like what it was like recording Abyss and just what the album kind of means to us as a band.
Cool.
And then the story, straight up 10 chapters, well, 9 chapters and an epilogue about like everything Abyss, the whole story in detail. I mean, I couldn't be in super detail because we had a maximum number of pages that we could print. So I had to kind of...
Limited to page count, y'all. Not
Yeah.
paid by the word.
If I could have written a whole damn book, I would have, but so it's just kind of like, yeah, it's as much as I could get in there, but it's still a way more detailed story than you're going to get anywhere else.
Cool. Well, or I'm not gonna get it. I didn't buy one. I already bought a package, and I think it's in a package on the Napalm one. I don't think it's a standalone.
Yeah, no, Napalm has it as a standalone item. You just have to scroll more or search more. I don't know. They probably are only pushing the bundles.
Just get better at the internet, Glam.
No, it's not your fault. I guarantee it. But I don't know, Glam, you're kind of special. So maybe I'll just hang on to a copy for you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's go!
You're kind of special.
I like it.
Super special.
Not like in a problematic way. Hey, well, we're gonna be
Specialist stream.
We're gonna be uploading this to the YouTube, Necro. So if you do miss anything, you'll be able to check it out there. And we actually still need to upload the last time you were here on the stream as well, when you did the really awesome lo-fi karaoke of Celine Dion's seminal hit that I can't remember the name of right now.
I can never remember the name of that song.
There were days when the nights were
All
so
Coming Back.
cold. It's funny because it's called It's All
Back.
Coming Back to Me Now. So when you remember,
So fun.
it's what you say. Get it?
Yeah.
My
you just
butt-
have to say like, it's coming back to me now. Oh, that's right. It's all coming back.
My butt flower will go on. That's exactly it.
Not My Heart Will Go On. That is Dragon Force. Look for that one. I did do My Heart Will Go On in karaoke one time though, like in front of one of my bosses, and he was just like,
Does your it's okay if
What?
I ask questions about your workplace. Do you not obviously no detail, no doxing, but does your workplace know that you are a metal singer?
yes, yes. It's,
There's a
It's,
lot of emotions there behind that answer.
well, I work with my mom in a family business,
Okay.
so
Got it.
But it's like sales, so
Yes.
we go out and we sell together, and we do like trade shows and these big ass shows all the time, constantly, all
Yeah.
year long. We're traveling, and she can't help herself, and I love her, and I love how proud she is, and it's adorable. But sometimes I'm in like work mode, and then she'll be like,
My daughter's in
Oh,
a
you
famous band.
"Yeah, no, you like music? Oh, my daughter, here, music, talk," and I'll be like, "No, okay." So it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And
what,
one
ki-
time,
what kind of sales
Sorry.
do you do? We get a little worried about questions with too much detail, Necro, because people might be able to do creepy
Yeah.
shit. So
no, I don't really want to talk about it too much.
yeah. You know, because then
Um,
people, there's a lot of Some of y'all are weirdos.
You would be surprised. Yeah, we don't talk about it anymore. But
Hey, thanks,
one
Corey.
time-
I appreciate the host, buddy. Take it easy, friend. Anyways,
One
what were you
time
gonna
a
say?
guy came up to me at a show and was like, oh my God, wait a minute, I know you. And he was like someone that I had worked with, you know, kind of, you know, on the daily, but
Uh-huh.
we were in the same sort of circle. And he's like, oh my God, my son, I think it was, watches your YouTube videos all the time. He's like, holy crap, I did not put that together that you're her. He's like, holy shit, I need to take a photo with you to send to my kid because he's just going to lose his shit that you're here right now. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, sure, yeah. It was pretty weird. It was like the first time that work and music had like really collided. So that was kind of interesting.
But that's the only time that's ever happened where you've been recognized from the band in your day job?
Well, no, I have. I work with a lot of design firms, and one time I went into an architecture firm, and one of the designers was like, and I was like, oh no, I know that face. And then, and my mother, of course, was with me, and she noticed it as well, and she was like, oh, do you know her? Do you know her from somewhere? And the designer was like, yes. And everyone was like, well, tell us. She was like, well, she plays in a metal band that I'm a really big fan of. And they were all like, a metal band? I'm in there, I'm like a little blazer, you know,
Yeah.
doing my sales thing. So it was pretty funny. And then, of course, it was like, now I'm going to teach you about stuff. Like, I just got to get back into this other person that I am. So it was pretty funny.
Well, Xanadu, take a break from your work, buddy. Welcome on in. Did your mom ever bribe you with Sour Patch Kids?
She definitely bribes me with time off, though. They're like, okay, you can go on this tour, but you have to do all this, this, and this, and this for me.
Do the dishes.
Yeah, right.
I love hearing about band members doing regular shit like the rest of us. That's why I was asking before. Didn't mean to overstep. No, you're fine, Necro Goblin. You have nothing to apologize for. I was just explaining why we probably wouldn't go that into detail. That's all. You're fine, bud.
Yeah, no, there's no money in metal, so you gotta have a day job.
Yeah.
Except for if you're like arch enemy. I don't think they have day jobs. But maybe they do. Maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Or Monomarth. Do you think they have day jobs? I doubt it.
I don't know.
No way.
I don't know. I mean, I've never really super thought about it. Amon and
I
Marth
guess so, hey?
have day jobs.
Why would that come up in life? I wonder if I want to Marth.
Yeah. Oh, I love this crazy Corporal Cloney video. I wonder what these dudes are doing.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's funny.
Do you reckon Baby Metal have day jobs? No, I do.
No.
That is their job. They're
Yeah.
huge.
Zero.
Yeah, their day job is their music for sure.
For sure.
Things that keep me up at night. Does Amon and Marth have day jobs? And what would those day jobs be? Buffet server.
Shower thoughts. Right? So good.
Children of Bodom don't have day jobs. Accountants.
Oh, well, obviously, like Trivium, Bodum, those.
Trivium's
guys.
got a day job now. He's on Twitch.
Oh, yeah, well, that's not a day job.
Wow. The
Day jobs are
shade.
stuff that you hate.
You're supposed to hate you're not allowed to like your day job. If you like your job, it's invalid.
It's not a job then.
It's
I don't
not
know.
a job at all.
Job is synonymous with
Pain.
having to do something you don't want to do. No, I suppose you're right. Isn't that famous quote? It's like, if you do what you love, it's not a job or something?
Right.
It's like some,
Sure, like some live, laugh, love kind of saying.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, if you love your
I think that
work,
was like
it
a
doesn't
particle
feel like
physicist
work
that
or
said that.
something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I know what you're talking about. Damn, guess my job's not real. Alandrian, your job is very real. That's a bullshit quote.
Sorry, Nick. Somebody said it.
Do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. That's it.
That's the one.
That's it.
Thanks, Big Show.
There it is. Do vampires have day jobs? Hey, I like it. That gets a laugh track.
Oh my god, you have a laugh track? You're so cool.
What do you mean?
Can't even. I don't know.
It's just a little. I got one like a little MIDI pad. You probably have.
I know that you do lots of cool things.
You
You
probably
do the
have
voice modulate.
a MIDI controller around somewhere.
Yeah, probably somewhere in a box.
That's probably got a USB interface and a little pad you can touch on it with an MP3 associated with it.
We always talk about. I don't know if anybody here knows who 3 Inches of Blood are.
Yeah.
But we used to talk about Jamie Hooper, who was the screamer before their last 2 records. I can't remember. He just do these awesome screams that we used to call hoop drops, because Jamie Hooper doing hoop drops. And so it's like, oh, you know, and we were always talking about how we would just put that on like a sample pad. And then if you ever just wanted like to throw a hoop drop in the song, you just have it like, oh.
Yeah.
I've always wanted that.
There was some Scandinavian band that was really big for a while. Oh, and I forget what they're called right now, but they had a lot of woos in their music. You know, like anytime there was like a breakdown or something, the singer would be like, woo, like every time. So we used to
That's awesome.
make jokes about that. I wanted to,
Yeah. Just have like
yeah,
all
like
these
a Ric
different...
Flair. Yeah.
Yeah. Have all these different sweet vocal samples. Like, why not? Yeah.
I miss 3 Inches of Blood so bad. Yeah. Slipknot are carnival workers.
What?
They're still naming bands and day jobs. So Slipknot works at a carnival.
Oh my god, they totally could be carnies. I don't know.
Yeah. I saw a cartoon on Netflix called Agretsuko. By day, she's a secretary in an accounting firm, and by night, she's a heavy metal karaoke singer. That's like your life.
Yeah. Except for the karaoke part. I don't even know if we have a cool karaoke place in Vancouver.
In Vancouver? Oh, you've got to have one. Like a heavy metal karaoke or punk rock karaoke?
No, I don't know. They used to do it like at the Legion, but one place used to do it, but they used to put on metal shows, and then they were just like, no more metal shows. We're canceling them all. And instead they do metal karaoke. And we were just kind of like, well, no, we're not going to support you in that because you just stopped all the metal bands from being allowed to play at your venue. So that was the only karaoke that I really know about, and I just kind of refused to go to it.
A quick Google search reveals Funky Winker Beans.
That's the one.
Boom. And there's a guy named Arcanabis Brooks, who is Vancouver's Dark Lord of Karaoke.
Oh, I don't know them. Arcanabis Brooks?
I just posted a link in the chat. Vice did a story on it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Meet Vancouver's Dark Lord of Karaoke.
It's a 2-year-old article, but...
Is he in a Tim Hortons?
I don't know. You tell me. We don't have those here.
Yeah. He's in a Tim Hortons.
There's
That's
a sign
your
on
promo photo?
There's a sign on the back that says She Art Chinese. Oh, because he's in a mall. Yeah. That's a Tim Hortons mall location.
Oh. Not only that, he's not even in a real Tim Hortons. Get legit here, buddy.
Wow, the shade on karaoke coming out.
No, there's nothing wrong with karaoke. I don't even care about that.
I thought making fun of him for not being in a real karaoke was a continuation of making fun of him for not being in a real band.
It's just an interesting choice.
I'm sure it was a Vice decision.
Or cannabis. I've never heard of this guy.
There's one in Tim Hortons in New York, you know of, in Penn Station. Right on, Necro. I don't think I ever remember seeing that at Penn Station.
I think there's a couple Timmy's in that sort of eastern north, super north area, because that's where Timmy's started. So it's like, yeah.
I am a 7-hour drive from Niagara Falls. I'm not far from like Toronto.
Not far at all.
No, like maybe 12-hour drive to Toronto for me.
Dang.
It's not that bad.
Not worth it for a Timmy's, I'll tell you that.
Not worth it for a Timmy's.
It's basically Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
Timmy's used to be good. Used to be.
What happens?
They got bought by whoever the hell owns Wendy's and Cold Stone Creamery.
And then Timmy's
Ruined everything.
The
Turned it all into frozen. Nothing is made fresh in the store anymore. It's all just shipped to the store every morning in boxes, frozen. All of it. Everything.
What used
Your
to be made
bacon.
fresh? Oh, just
The
the
donuts.
food? The donuts,
The bread.
yeah.
Everything.
Well, Dunkin'
Yeah.
Donuts is kind of like that too. They bust them out and cook them up. They don't like make the
Yeah.
dough every day.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's just like Dunkin' now. When before it used to be like real fat, fried, sweet, gonna kill you donuts.
Hell yeah. Great. I did find a bagel. You know, I left the city, but I did find a bagel place out here that I think is maybe one of the best bagel places I've ever been to, even
Nice.
including New York City. So I'm excited about that.
Ooh, sacrilege.
Love
Isn't
it.
that, are you not
I love
supposed
a
to
good
say those
bagel.
kind of things?
I love a good bagel. Freshly fried
Krispy
donuts
Kreme
are
is
so
good.
good. Yes.
There is a place on Granville Island, which is kind of like our artsy little area. Lots of artisans and artists and things there. And there is a donut place called Lee's that does the fresh fried donuts, and they are amazing, and there's no one else that can compare to them in the whole city. So if you ever come visit Vancouver, go to Lee's. The lineup is worth it. Trust me.
People, the reason why behind like the New York stuff is so good is like about the water, right? Like it's about, you know, the water you make in the bagels and pizza dough and that kind of stuff. It's
The water?
Yeah. That's like the big claim to like New York pizza and bagels is because the water quality is so amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what people say.
Weird.
Yeah, well, you know, there's a lot of water in dough, or I guess.
So, a lot of water and people. Go get some
What? Are you
Nestle.
talking about eating people right now?
I mean, like, there's a lot of water and people doesn't necessarily make them great.
Yeah, that's why they say like their bagels are better than other places' bagels.
Weird.
Like when you were like, is that sacrilege? That's the thing that goes behind that conversation normally.
Okay. Top quality water. Got it.
I've had Montreal also is very big on their bagels, and those are very good too. I've had a Montreal bagel. It's very good.
We have a place here called Solly's. That's really good. Solly's bagels. And
Cat
they
alert.
are like the chewy ones that people like so much, New York style.
Yeah.
Say hi, buddy. He looks upset.
Cow
right now.
Panda.
Panda.
Those arms. He's very like, okay, I guess.
Bud, come and hang out.
That's Cow Panda, BR Nexus. The cat is bigger than Axe and Hammer combined. Definitely floofier. Axe is getting
Yeah.
floofier too, though. And Hammy's a little baby boy.
Yeah, so cute, Amy. Panda is a Norwegian forest cat, so he is a large breed. He's not.
Oh, he's like a purebred.
I don't think he's purebred, but he's got quite a bit of Ouija in him. So I'm not too sure.
Britt, I have to jump up and use the bathroom and grab a drink. Do you mind just watching chat and fielding some questions and talking for a minute
Sure.
while I run away? All right, y'all. I'll be right back. Talk to Britt. Brittney, do you like dogs? Someone asked.
Do I like dogs? Of course. I like all animals. All animals are good. And I mean that. I like snakes. I like burbs. You can tell I'm a Redditor. Oh, now I have a panda in my eyeball. This is one problem with having such a floofy cat. Maine Coons are huge, yes. I think Maine Coons are like way bigger than Ouija's, but there are some pretty large Ouija's out there. I like lizards. Yes, I think they're great. Big ones, little ones, some as big as your head. Oh, no strays. Famous for hunting bears. Norwegian forest cats? Really? They just like hunted the rats on the Viking ships back in the day. Have you watched Spinal Tap? No! Okay, I'm sorry. I will do that. Favorite animal? Probably cats. Big cats. I like snow leopards. They're cute. Bust out a beer. I am almost out of beer. I have one left, which I'm saving for a Zoom call tonight with the Striker boys. You guys listen to Striker? Go listen. Their last record is amazing, start to finish. What's your hair care routine? Oh, that's an interesting question. I do not. I use salon quality shampoo. I don't buy anything ever from like Walmart or drugstores or that kind of thing. Those are always full of wax and parabens and just really bad shit for your hair. So spend the money. It sucks, but spend the money. And then only use shampoo on your roots, conditioner on your ends. Don't ever let the conditioner touch your scalp because it contributes to dandruff and all that stuff. And then I use Moroccan oil as like a detangler because my hair gets really tangly. And that's about it. And if you're brushing your hair, start at the bottom. Don't ever rip. That's how you get all those frizzies. Start at the bottom and work your way through all the knots. Don't ever pull on your hair. Tour with Striker again. Working on it. Now you have the secrets for beautiful hair. Yes, you do, Nina. Let it grow out. You never knew what? Jong Dejangu? I don't know how to say your name. Innis and Gun is the only beer you can drink without retching? There's a lot of shitty beers out there, but there's also a lot of great beers, so don't ever limit yourself. That's one of the things that I love about how liquor stores are just doing the singles of the tall cans now. Like, just millions of options of tall cans. So you can try a beer, and if you don't like it, you didn't buy a six-pack, you don't have to worry about it. Necrogobla Darkness. I don't regret cutting my hair off at 17. Well, that's good for you. I just don't think I'd be able to do it. Git Fiddle, are you a Ginger fan? I mean, I like them. I think they're very talented. Django. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, of course. The D is silent. But I just keep thinking dangereux, which is French for dangerous, so sorry. D. Unibrow? Well, I've never heard of them. Can the hair care routine be applied to beards? I'm sure, probably. There's like beard oils and stuff, and you got to keep it trimmed, otherwise you get like little crazies flying everywhere. And it's very important to like give yourself a head massage when you do your shampoo as well, because that stimulates your hair follicles and keeps like constant growth, so it'll stay thick and it'll grow faster. Like, really give yourself a head massage, seriously, like every little part, everywhere, every time you shampoo. It helps. Rum or gin? All right, that's cool. What band were you going to open for? No, I can't say because it possibly might still happen. Sorry.
It's my band.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because they go through real copper pipes. Got it. Cool. I heard of the hair care conversation lately. I've been using mane and tail lately.
Really?
Yeah, you know what that is?
It's for horses.
Yeah, it is. It is indeed for horses.
That's hilarious.
Somebody with very
okay,
long hair recommended it to me and was like, you should use mane and tail.
There's a couple brands that I use, but right now I'm using this Biolage by Matrix, which is like a salon one. You can get like the big ass bottles for like $50 each.
Yeah.
There. That's the one that I use. I think it's really important that you find a shampoo that's right for your hair because they're not all the same and they don't all. You just kind of have to keep trying until you find the one that you like.
Get fiddle, you got me with that one.
Motherfucking proud.
I don't know why I read it so brutally. It's amazing. Unibrow is from Chambly, Canada. I don't know about that.
A band?
I use full honest Amish beard oil for my beard. Highly recommend it. Nice. We've been using can you even what are they called? They were really nice. They sent us some stuff about 6 months ago. Like, can you even handlebar is what it's called.
Can you even handlebar?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty great. It's a great name.
It's a pretty good name.
Are you sponsored by them?
No, I mean, we don't have a relationship. They sent me stuff, so I did like a social and shouted them out once or twice. Can you handlebar is what it's called. These guys
I
sent
like
me.
it.
They were super nice and sent me a bunch of stuff.
I'll beef everyone. You've used horrible shampoo that you're afraid your hair might look like Devi circa 2003. Does Devi have hair? Did he have hair back then, I guess? Is that the reason why he had to cut it off? I don't. You have to take care of your hair. Très important.
A skullet? Hell yeah.
Oh no. Of
Let's
course
go.
you did.
I almost had skullet as a charity goal for St. Jude when we were doing that charity before.
Oh my god, you're kidding.
Yeah. No, I mean, no, I'm not.
Would you actually have done it?
It would have to be a lot of money
Yeah,
for
A lot.
charity. Like a lot.
because that's scary.
Yeah, it is scary. You're right. It's terrifying. I completely agree. Do you like spicy foods? I love spicy foods.
I can't really do spice, unfortunately. I'm not good at it at
Canadians.
all. I wish I could, but no. I you know that show Hot Ones where
Yeah.
the guy interviews people over the spicy chicken wings? I would love to do that, but I would be absolutely destroyed by the first wing.
We can do
And
it
I'd just
here.
be like, yeah,
We'll
let's
just
do
make it.
We have to buy all the sauces
I'll
and do our
I'll
own.
figure it out.
Yeah, let's try it. Except they can't. I'll have to get some other. I'll do like vegan chicken things.
Oh
Fake
yeah.
chicken.
Well, I'm trying to think. No, hot sauces are vegan generally. Yeah, they're mostly just oil. This should be fine.
And chili peps.
Yeah, and those sweet peps. We just finished setting up our pepper area of our garden. We've got a pretty big, like 6x6 planter that's a lot of different peppers. I'm pretty stoked. Those will be ready.
Freaking awesome.
I can buy the hot ones, line
Ready.
up on the website, and then send it to Britt. We'll do.
Nice.
That's a great idea, Hypation.
Oh
We'll
my
do
God,
it.
you
Maybe we
guys,
should do it for charity.
Brittney covered in snot and tears. That's exactly what it would be. It would be not pretty, but so fun just to see.
Does most songs have synth on Abyss? Oh yeah, somebody asked a question earlier that I forgot about, and I apologize to whoever asked it. But they asked if there was anything else that really like stood out as a first for y'all on the record outside of the synth, or is the synth kind of like the new addition to the UTA sound, if you will?
The sound. Well, Andy wrote the whole thing on 7 strings, so there's that.
Cool.
So just kind of gets a little bit more, can get a little bit higher, a little bit lower. I don't know how it works, but that's
That was it. You nailed it.
And yes, every song has synth on it. But like I said before, some of it's like really synthy, and some of it's like just a little dab of synth.
You introduced me to that Magic Sword record, and I jam it on the regular now.
Oh, so good.
It's so good.
Seriously, Magic Sword.
I've been trying to. We've been talking about it quite a few times on the stream, but like that style of synth, you know, like the newer Magic Sword record, and like Eternal Champions EP that came out in December. I mean, it's obviously synth, but it's so hard for me to call it retro wave because I feel like it's not necessarily even that it's like kind of fantasy 80s feeling. I don't know what genre to even call it. See, but this isn't like Carpenter Brute. I agree, Carpenter Brute is amazing, but this isn't like that style of synthwave. I don't even know, like fantasy wave or like wizard wave.
Wizard. Gamer wave? I don't know.
Gandalf wave.
Yeah, it is different. And like there's some points where the guitar plays the same line as the synth and it's just kind of like adding a little something to it, right? It's not even like all on its own or anything. So yeah, it's not. Yeah. For those of you that are worried about the synth, it just, in my personal opinion, I don't think you need to be worried about the synth. That's really it. It's just kind of a little.
That's what happens when you give people teasers like that. They kind of like just run away. Oh, it's got synth. This album sucks.
Yeah.
You know, or just kind of like go crazy about it. Yeah, just chill out. Listen to the record. It's gonna be rad.
I hope so. Yeah.
I love the soundtrack of Stranger Things because of the synth. Yeah, it's that kind of, but that's kind of like that more modern-y kind of hip, like, you know, like a Drive soundtrack kind of style of synth.
Yeah, it is cool. It's not like Stranger Things synth. It's like, yeah, I don't even really know how to explain it. You'll understand. When we put out the first single and the second single, which are both kind of synth heavy, I guess.
Nick, can I get them on the stream?
What?
Nick just said my buddy manages Magic Sword.
Oh, nice. Yeah, get those guys on here.
Let's get them in
We'll be
here,
wearing
Nick.
our little outfit.
What were you saying though? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I don't remember. It's fine.
Lost.
I was just talking to myself.
Is it like Safety Dance synth? Yes, exactly. Busted. That's actually the title track of the song.
Well, when you hear the singles, those are like, it's like the maximum synth. So then you can take it from there. And be like, if that's too much synth for you, then you don't have to worry about it. That's the maximum synth there's going to be. So, whatever that means.
Like Rush synth? No, I don't. Yeah.
We can't define the synth. I don't know how to define it.
More Canadians. Yeah, that's the closest, Milo. Canadian synth is what we're calling it.
Yeah. Yes. Canadian power metal with some Canadian synth.
So last time you were on the show, you were kind of like, we're not really power metal. Are you guys just rocking power metal now? Are you like, yeah, we're power metal. It's fine.
Well, I don't know. We just call them. It's just easier.
Yeah.
To just say that.
Sure. I mean, I would say your band doesn't sound power metal, but you do like the fantasy thing. So that
we do like a lot of things that could be considered power metal E, but we also have like a melodic death E feeling, and we also have like a heavy trad E. I don't know. It's just easier to say heavy metal, power metal, whatever. A lot of people call us power metal, so I just kind of do that.
What are you listed on Metalopedia as?
What's Metalopedia?
What does it sound like? It's like a Wikipedia, but it's all Encyclopedia Encyclopedia Metallum. Here's your.
Oh, okay.
Here's your page.
Yes. Wait, are you showing it on? I don't know what they call us on there.
This marks you as genre power melodic death.
Yeah, basically.
Cool. Nailed it.
Good job. Encyclopedia Metallum. I think that's actually my buddy that does that.
Oh yeah?
Might be Jim. I think I remember him saying something about it, but maybe not. Necro Gobbler Darkness. You miss nothing, my friend.
Can you explain the true north? I saw it on the back of the new t-shirt. Go for it.
It's from our national anthem. So Napalm wanted like a Canadiana shirt. So I was like, well, why don't we, it's kind of like, this is the continuation of Apex, but it's a new album. And so I was like, what if we have like a Canadian climbing a gigantic mountain and have it be like, look at this crazy peak that I must surmount. And so that's what the front of the shirt became. And then they were like, let's do a back print. And I was like, sure, True North strong. And then we were like, no, True North. Boom. That's it. It's our Canadiana shirt.
Epic.
Yeah, exactly. The True North strong. Exactly. It's from our national anthem.
Oh Canada, I believe is the name of that song.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, Canada. The true... I don't remember the
I
words.
learned it in French when I was a kid, but I don't remember.
I think I knew it in French at one point too. But yeah, definitely don't remember. I think I know the US national anthem better than my own national anthem now. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
I like singing that one.
Because you like scary songs?
Like, I don't know. It's just like the opportunity to sing the American national anthem comes up more than the Canadian one.
That's probably
Like,
true too.
You guys are singing this shit all the time. No, kidding.
Yeah.
Sure, it'll come back to me.
Every
Put me at a
sporting-
Lions game.
Every
and I'll
sporting
remember
event. Jeez.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez. You should do a due south one.
Due south.
Yeah. South t-shirts matter as well, Britt.
And then, so, ha! I see what you did there. But then what would the T-shirt be?
It's called indoctrination and it's in the water. It certainly is, Milo. It certainly is. That's what makes our bagels taste so good.
Mm-hmm. What are your least favorite stereotypes that Americans have for Canadians?
Ooh, that's a good fun question. Thanks, BR Nexus.
I don't know. I think they're all pretty funny for the most part, so I don't like hate on them ever.
What's the one you get the most?
Well, when they, A. We say A all the time. It's legit. I just hate when all Canadians are portrayed as Quebecois. Like we have, that's a very distinct accent, and it's really only like this much of the country that sounds like that.
Right.
But it's like whenever you think of Canada, you think of that accent, and it's like, no, that's, you know, the Quebecois accent, which is awesome and I love it, but it's also not Canada. You can't say that all Americans sound like, you know, Bostonians. It's just not true. So that's really probably it.
People are going off about bagged milk.
We do not have that here. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's an Ontario thing.
Maybe you should Google it. Bagged milk.
Yeah, I think it's I think Ontarians have bagged milk, but ours are regular old cartons.
For me, Terrence and Phillip are my favorite Canadians.
They are great. I do like Terrence and Phillip.
And then Red Green.
Yeah, also amazing.
And
then Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Bob and Doug McKenzie, yeah. Ooh, no, yeah, I'll put them below Red Green. And then, where do you go?
Like doing a little
yeah, yeah.
Then
Celine, do you do
then
Trailer Park Boys or Letterkenny? Where do those rank?
Oh, they're both great. Both great. Love them both. Probably more partial to Trailer Park Boys.
William Shatner is
because
indeed Canadian, yeah. There's a college in Montreal called McGill that has a Bill Shatner building on its campus.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Do you say dinner or supper? Dinner. I think supper is what the hobbits have before dinner, right?
Bob and Doug, didn't
you-
we just send them into space?
Yes, we did. Oh my god, I was thinking that the whole
Were
time.
Canadians freaking out about that?
I was like, why are they not in plaid? Why are their spacesuits not in black and red check? Come on.
That's amazing. I didn't even notice or make that correlation. That's so good.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. The second they said, I was like, really? The astronauts they chose are Bob and Doug? No. Do they know what they've done?
My dad
I like
used to
anime,
watch.
wee wee. Yes.
You do like anime?
Yep.
What are you watching?
Oh my god, I've been trying to get through Neon Genesis Evangelion for like a million years.
Your first time?
There's so much to watch.
Is it your first time?
Yes. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that's been like on my watch list forever. I kind of like when I have time to just sit there, which is usually max like 20-minute increments before I feel bad because there's something else that I should be doing. I'll put on either Neon Genesis or F1, the Netflix documentary thing, or RuPaul's Drag Race if there's a new one to watch, but I finished it all, so there's not.
Done. Reality show wise, we just did Selling Sunset and it was really weird.
Yeah, isn't that the one where it's like the girls that are selling $1 million listings and they're like really catty?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
Not
it's
really
like, you know, some of those reality shows are kind of just about the characters being really catty. This one also kind of has that game show reality, you know, like selling houses or house flippers and that whole kind of aspect to it as well. So it's kind of like a nice break from the cattiness to do this also kind of like in real estate informative thing. I don't know.
Cool.
I actually kind of liked it. I won't lie.
So it could be good. I'm not like I don't mind reality TV. I'll give it a shot or whatever. Someone tells me it's good.
Yeah, I grew up in, you know, watching Akira and reading the Akira comic issues and seeing Ghost in the Shell as well.
Nice.
High Patient. I've seen all the old
definitely-
stuff.
I've seen the old Akira, the original one, which is really cool.
Like old stuff, Appleseed, Vampire Hunter D. I worked for a little while as a database admin for an anime company in Houston. And
cool.
so but then after I left that job, I like anime off.
Yeah, right? It's just like,
Yeah.
I need a break from this.
I've never weebed again.
Have I watched Sons of Butcher? No, I mean, I never watched it. Demon Slayer? No, I haven't seen that one either. Sorry, guys. Someone cosplay with me. Wee, go in the closet. No one's cosplaying with you. Full Metal Alchemist. That's a good one. Yeah, I've seen a
So
lot
brutal.
of episodes.
They did a live action of Full Metal Alchemist. Did you see it?
Not yet. No, it's on my little. I have like a download of it or whatever, just waiting to be watched.
Got you.
Wow.
Demon Slayer is a fairly new one. Has some beautiful animation.
Okay, cool. Is it on Netflix? There's a lot of cool anime on Netflix right now that I just have like a million things in my to watch list that I haven't had a chance to watch because I've been doing things.
I've been rewatching Star
Unfollow.
Trek.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just a joke. You know, when you're bad, you get put in the corner or whatever, put in the closet.
He can unfollow. He'll still buy the record. Got
I'm
him!
sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. It was just a joke. So I was like putting you in the corner like a bad boy. Nobody puts wee weed in a corner.
I'm one of the few to ever get roasted by Britt. Get on my level.
You are very much one of the few. Crunchyroll, yes. I don't have a Crunchyroll account. I should probably do that.
Denied.
Favorite Star Trek? Oh.
Mine is Deep
And
Space
why
Nine.
is it D Space Nine? Neil, I didn't even read who was asking that. I shouldn't even have finished that question.
Mine is Deep Space Nine. It is. Deep Space Nine
It
is my
Deep
favorite.
Space Nine.
Yeah.
Deep Space Nine is the best.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry
Cisco
for
is
all
my
you.
Cisco is my captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry for all you originals, but yeah,
Yeah.
the DS9.
Yeah. I have Uhura tattooed on my leg.
Really?
Yeah, that's true.
Nice.
I do.
Cool.
Can I get it up there or no?
Wait, the Mr. Bungle of anime? I love Mr. Bungle.
Garrick.
Let's see. Get it up.
Garrick is the best. Yeah. Garrick is cool as hell. I liked DS9. I don't know. It's a really interesting story about like, fatherhood. And just all the espionage stuff is really, really cool.
I wanted it to be like the most expansive. It was like, I don't know, there was so much outside of just the everyday, monster of the week kind of a thing. There was
Right.
so much about the life on the
station.
Yeah.
And why did they have
Huh.
money? Why did they care about Latinum? Explain that, nerds.
Or Twig 5. Am I the only one who loves the OG? Yes.
No.
Like the OG?
I love the original series.
I
have,
like Next Gen. It's a
I-
good one too.
I have all 3 of the seasons of the original series of Star Trek.
There was only 3?
There were only 3. Yeah, it was not a very well received show. It's at its inception. It was not very popular, so it was very campy, and it
I
had
thought that
a
it was like-
it had a resurgence of popularity and syndication, but it wasn't very
See.
popular when it first came out.
What does everyone think of Discovery? What does everyone think of Picard? I think I don't know.
I liked
I like
Discovery. I did not really enjoy Picard. Picard didn't feel like a
Yeah.
Star Trek show to me,
Yeah.
which I
It's a little
understand.
strange.
Yeah, it was just kind of like a cool action story about Picard, I guess, but it's hard for me to classify it as Star Trek in my brain.
Kind of draggy. a
Yeah.
little. I
Yeah.
enjoyed Discovery though. I really enjoyed Discovery.
Discovery
I
is
liked it a lot.
great. Saru
Yeah.
is great. Michael
Yes.
is great.
Yeah, she's a little. Scott and I always make fun of whenever we're. I don't even know. We just say it for the stupidest reasons, but with all due respect, we say that.
Oh, because she says that a lot with
She
that
does it all the fucking
inflection.
time.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we get it. You're the smartest fucking person in the room. You can stop saying that.
When people
Jesus.
start like, from my point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all due respect, you're doing everything in your whole life wrong, and I'm gonna look at you like this until you do it my way.
Somebody's bringing up
Got
the
it.
Mandalorian now, which I think is really will be kind of a fun, interesting topic to talk about with you, because I don't think I've talked about the Mandalorian with you. You saw the Mandalorian?
Oh yeah, of course.
I know and I understand that essentially every story is kind of the same and has the same layout, and stories are told in a very normal way, that everyone kind of adheres to these types of rules and things like that. Some things are varying degrees of like derivative or trite, right? I did not really enjoy The Mandalorian very much, and in particular because one episode, the episode where they're with the native people and they've got to protect them from the band of orcs. Will our quippy hero defend the villagers from the goblins, or will he go on his way? Kind of episode that it felt just very like
Xena?
well, it was like baby's first D&D.
Hercules?
It was like baby's first D&D campaign. It was just like, so it just felt a little too.
Yeah.
It
No,
just
you're
felt
bang on.
too trite. It was just kind of like I wanted more to it.
It was great
Yeah.
at the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
When they concentrated on Baby Yoda, when they had this underlying sort of motivation And then they had these like 3 episodes of pure filler. The swamp people they had to protect. The fucking you son of a bitch, I'm in episode. The fucking heist episode.
Yeah, the
And
heist
then-
episode. I mean, everybody loves a heist episode.
I mean, it was hilarious because it was trash.
Yes. Yeah.
And then there was one other
Yeah.
one that was kind of like, okay, I get it.
Oh,
I can't remember-
Mandalorian
I can't
eps?
rem- So I felt like they were lost. They were very lost at that point. And it was like this, and then it was like, oh shit, what are we gonna do? Boop, boop, boop. And then awesome again. You know, like, I don't know. I just was not really a big fan of those particular episodes. But everything else was super rad. I
Yeah.
loved it. I thought it was great. The lore was great. This is the way, everything about the
I love the lore. The world building was
Yes.
great. I loved learning more
So
about
awesome.
the Mandalorians as they are in this
Yes.
Inception, and I actually loved looking into Jawa life. I thought that was
Yeah.
one of the most interesting parts of the whole thing.
That was
kind
a
of
great episode. Yeah, getting his shit back and like there was fighting that thing and like there were so many awesome parts. And then it was just like fucking wander off into shitty like seriously, I felt like I was watching an old episode of Hercules, Legend of Hercules, or like Xena Warrior Princess, which was like hilariously low budget, fun Monster of the Week type thing.
Yeah.
And they just kind of went off and did that, and then all of a sudden he gets a message from his old, boss, and it's like, oh, we're back. I don't
Right.
know. It's just
Yeah.
okay, what about learning about Yoda or something? Like
Sure.
you
There's a lot of
search
stuff that
around
could
in your
be fleshed
library
out.
and it's like, oh, this guy knows what this thing is. Go to some weird fucked up planet to some weird nerdy guy in a library or something that, you know what I mean? Like there was just something, there was so much more they could do around that.
Right.
That they just kind of abandoned because I feel like they didn't know how to progress the story without getting to that point where they're in the bar or whatever and
Right.
trying to save him and stuff.
Right.
Like,
Right.
Like what the fuck? Who? Frustrating.
They revealed the dark saber. I mean, have you watched Rebels and Clone Wars and all that? Have you followed the dark saber? The dark saber was a very big reveal at the end. of The
Yeah, no, I've
Mandalorian.
heard. I haven't. We started watching Clone Wars. I think we got like 2 episodes in. So I mean, it is in another one of those things that I
Yeah.
just don't have time to do.
Yeah,
So,
it's like 20-minute episodes. That's why I really love Clone Wars and Rebels, because you can just kind of like throw them on.
Yeah, sit down, give it a watch while you're
Yeah.
stuffing your face
They're
full of
super
food,
good.
and then move on. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see, and then we've got rumors that we'll have Ahsoka in the next season of The Mandalorian, so that'll be cool too.
Ooh, cool.
The Witcher series, I think, was awesome. What's one of the
Yes.
stipulations that Yoda's homeworld and background cannot be revealed? I don't know if they've got rules on that. We've obviously never known them. We do have another one of his species on the Jedi Council, though, in the prequels, right? And so we know there's at least 2, and then we learn about the child, so there's 3 of them. So who the
Yeah.
hell knows? Yaddle, yep, that's it, Necro.
There's a lot of videos digging into the background of that or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah.
Saw that.
Is it
Watched
their
them all.
baby?
Yeah.
Yoda banging? Weird.
Henry Cavill as Geralt, OML. What's OML?
Oh my lord, I think.
Oh, okay.
I just rolled with that. I don't know if that's for a fact. I just made it up.
But I agree. I think he was perfect.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was such a fan and that he like fought for the role made it even better because he totally just killed it, blew it out
Yeah.
of the water for sure.
Yeah, and he became a Warhammer icon after that, after revealing that he paints Warhammer miniatures.
Yep. Nerd. Love it.
Nerd.
Nerd. He's a total nerd. He's a gamer and a Warhammer
Yeah.
miniature.
Yeah.
painter. What
And
else
the-
does he do?
And Geralt, and he's Superman,
And he's Superman.
and he plays WoW.
And-
I like Elder Scrolls Online, but I feel you. Did people
I
have
know.
more anime questions? No.
No. Oh, look at this. Share. Why isn't it letting me do it? Share your anniversary in chat.
Oh. You just said
Yay.
share, and I was like, and Sunny? Like, what are you saying? You just
No,
go
it just popped
share.
up in my
I'm like,
chat.
share?
I was just like, what is this thing? I want to do it.
Hey, you resubbed. Thank you.
Yeah. And I think I did like the auto renew one.
You just
hopefully.
get 3 months in a row.
I think I've only even been on Twitch for 3 months.
Oh, what is her favorite ever anime?
Shinjeki no Kyojin? Probably.
There you go.
Attack on Titan.
There you go.
I like it a lot. My favorite.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. That's an anime.
I just pulled that one out of the. No, I'm kidding. That was like the first one that I ever watched, so that's probably why it's got a special place. And then from there, I was like, oh man, I need to find more of this.
Look at this. Eldenari, the hot sauce talk earlier made me want wings, so I ordered some. Hey, hot ones, look at us. We're selling wings over here.
With hot wings and even hotter questions. Isn't that what? What is that? His little.
One Pinch
thing?
Man sounds way more terrifying than One Punch Man, for sure.
Oh my god, that's a good one. I watched the first couple episodes of that too. There's
Yeah.
a few that I've watched
I
and
watched a
like
few
been like
episodes of that.
cool. Yeah, and then just haven't continued them.
What's the last movie that made you cry?
We watched Interstellar the other night. I was
Ooh.
bawling. Just bawling.
Um,
Absolutely.
The Iron
Tears.
Giant.
Aw,
The Iron Giant gets me every time, without fail.
really?
That son of a bitch movie, every freaking time. It's Vin Diesel's best movie. I don't want to hear any arguments.
I didn't even know that Vin Diesel was in that.
He's the giant.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
never seen the movie. I
Oh
have to
my
watch it.
god, you gotta watch it. Get a box of tissues. It's awesome.
Okay. I love how
Contact.
that's like a selling feature. Get a
Con-
box of tissue. It's awesome.
Contact gets me as well.
Yeah, that's a good one.
hmm
The Pokemon movie.
The Pokemon movie when Pikachu's slapping Pikachu and it's Pikachu versus Pikachu and they're just crying about hitting each other.
Aw,
So sad.
that's adorable. Falling because of how confusing it was. Get Fiddle. What about? Are you talking about Interstellar? What about Interstellar was confusing?
Yeah, what didn't you
I don't-
understand?
What?
The ending in Return of the King? Hell yeah. Grave of Fireflies, I've not seen.
Ah,
You said that you had a
Grave-
movie that you watched that makes you cry, but you couldn't remember what the name of it was.
yeah. No, I still can't think of it. It's really bothering me. It's really
Zelda.
funny. Because it's like,
Oh, hell yeah,
Weird.
Eldenari. The part when Aragorn says you bow for no one? Hell yeah.
I cried a lot in those movies.
Yeah, they're
You
good.
know what? Yeah. I mean, is that the sign of a good movie when you cry all the time?
Well, I think when they invoke the emotion they're meant to invoke, that they are
Right.
intended, I feel like
Yeah.
that's when you know, like when you feel that
Yeah.
for real, legitimately, and that was the intention. I think that makes a good movie. Yeah, like the British Office. I love it. It's my favorite. I love that so much more than the American Office because it just makes you feel so gut-wrenchingly awkward and weird and uncomfortable. And I feel like it's
Damn
just,
that feeling.
I just feel like it's so powerful to like be able to convey that, you know, like it's really cool.
Yeah, but like, I can't. That's like the worst feeling ever. Why would you constantly want to put yourself through that?
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais is the best at that, and I just can't. Oh, I cannot do that feeling. What's his face from Seinfeld used to do that all the time. I couldn't watch Seinfeld either. You know, the short, bald one
Wait, say that again?
from Seinfeld.
Oh, George Costanza.
George. Oh my god, all the time. he would do that, and I'd just be like, "No, turn it off! I can't watch him be an idiot. I just can't do it."
Bally,
Horrible.
I've only ever cried at one movie, Avengers Endgame. Come on, dude.
Dude, Endgame, I bawled for like the first hour.
Did you really? See, like as
Yes.
such a comic book nerd, I felt like a lot of the Marvel movies were how people that don't read comic books think comic books are. Like somehow they made movies that are less sophisticated than comic books actually really are. Does that make
See
any?
that?
Do you know what I mean? So I would,
Yeah.
I would get really frustrated and be like, "This is what fucking normies think comics are," and it kind of sucks because it's
Well,
not.
made for normies.
Yeah.
They don't make comic book movies for comic book fans
God
because
damn
we
Because
are
there's only
this
5 of
big.
us.
Yeah. They make it for this demographic.
No, that's a very good point.
I mean, it's either that or we have none at all.
Right.
Because, so I'll take it. I love superhero movies. I love them. I just seriously can completely escape everything when I'm watching a superhero movie, and that's what I want. I don't want to think about all the shit I have to do. I don't want to think about how the world is falling apart. Just want to watch somebody fly around and beat people up. Yeah.
Destroy bad guys.
Explosions. Yes.
I just recently, I rebag my comics every 5 to 6 years, and I'd been a little bit behind this time just because that's what I read is that it's good to change the bags. The polyurethane or whatever on the comics is nice for them. So
Really?
whatever. So I just did a rebagging, and actually I just got my Golden Age bags and boards in for my older, larger format comics. But I found I have so many cool comics about beating up Nazis and the KKK. There's this Detective Comics Batman issue where he's swooping down on the KKK, and it's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah,
W-
it's super
we need
good.
Batman. We need Batman right now.
Yeah.
We need the KKK fighting Batman. Ugh.
I just want to see Deadpool kick the shit out of somebody. The Deadpool movies were pretty well done, and I actually have Deadpool's first appearance. I just rebagged that the other day. Let's go.
Nice. Special. That's
Um,
pretty cool.
what's your favorite Marvel movie?
It's a hard one.
Yeah,
Um,
mine's probably Guardians. Guardians 1.
yeah. I really liked Thor Ragnarok. I laughed a lot. Like,
Yeah.
out loud. Laughing so hard. And I just thought it was great. I really loved the Thor sort of story arc. I love how they took him from this stiff god guy to this like hilarious, I don't even know.
Thor is not
Like-
supposed to be funny. See, I disagree with that. I feel like reading up and growing up that was kind of Thor's shtick, was like, a fish out of water, a Norse
Yeah.
god in the modern world. I kind of feel like he's always been that. Now, they didn't always depict those day-to-day, interactions, and it was more just him talking with the Avengers or whoever. But
Like those are some of the best parts. Like his interactions with them, where he's just like this stoic, like hilarious dude.
he slams the
and
coffee
they're
mug
all-
on the ground.
Yeah, and they're like normal.
Yeah.
And then because the things that he does just are normal for him, but they just seem so outlandish for us that they're really funny. Like it's great.
Yeah. Well, Taika Waititi
Yeah, and
is
that-
a genius, so Thor. I'm definitely a fan of Thor Ragnarok. But I think
Yeah.
I think I like. I think Guardians 1 is my favorite of all the Marvel movies, and then I'd probably have to go Black Panther, and then maybe Thor Ragnarok.
Black Panther was good, but I didn't think it was like.
Oh, I love Wakanda so much. I love.
Oh, I mean, I love all of
Dude,
it.
yeah, the whole I loved everything they depicted about Wakanda. I just thought was that type of world building stuff to me is really cool. I love it.
They definitely did a fantastic job with
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, and even looking at Asgard and the Rainbow Bridge, and all that kind of stuff, I liked that as well. I like the fantasy or sci-fi world building stuff that they do. I think is really rad.
Yeah, they did a good job. There was no like holes or anything in it. I don't know, it just wasn't like the one that entertained me the most. You know what I mean? I love Guardians. I agree, that one was really good. But I mean, I remember like full body laughing during Ragnarok and just,
Yeah.
and the whole theater was too. It was like one of those nights where it wasn't a ton of people in there for some reason. I don't remember. And so it was just pockets of people in the theater, and we were all laughing, and it was just, it felt like such a good time. I don't know. It was weird. It's like
Yeah.
we were all at the movie together, but we weren't.
I also think the MCU version of Spider-Man is my favorite. The Tom Holland Spider-Man, I think, is my favorite Spider-Man. I think it's the best Spider-Man that's been done. Or the most,
Oh,
how I
absolutely.
thought about him in the comics, at least. The most
I mean,
true-
Into the
true to form.
Spider-Verse was good, and it's got a lot
Oh,
of hype and a lot of people loving it.
It's very good.
But I agree with that.
As
So I
far as
think
your
that
like
was the
canon
best.
Spider-Man, I would say Tom Holland all the way. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's great. He's so good.
he is great. He's perfect,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. Yeah, which is nuts. What else you got, y'all? What else you got? We've been chatting for about 2.5 hours now. GG.
GG indeed.
Yeah.
Dang. Should probably get some dinner in my gullet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do tonight? You gonna play Warframe?
I don't know if we're gonna play any games tonight. I might take it easy tonight because tomorrow I have to do a lot of building. I gotta go outside. I had wood delivered this week that I have to go build some structures.
Cool.
Yeah, I have to
Sounds
go
exciting.
construct things tomorrow. So I'm gonna be 2 days off and then hitting it on Monday. On Monday we're gonna be chilling out, talking about our weekends and maybe talking about what's going on in America right now. We'd like to make sure we address it and not just ignore elephants in rooms and have good progressive conversations about things. So we'll probably be doing
Sounds great.
we'll be doing that on Monday. And probably painting some Warhammer miniatures. I got some Necrons that aren't done yet over here. We gotta work on. So
Cool.
yeah, chill and chat and paint some minis on Monday.
Question for you: if we were to do a miniature, Special.
Ooh.
is it better to have you be able to paint it, or for them to already be done?
So you can do both.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what's
You
better.
could do like a painted limited run and then do an unpainted miniature. But I think if you're gonna pick one or the other and sell a miniature, I think it should be unpainted. But I'm a
Unpainted.
mini painter, so I'm biased.
right, you are biased.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
also
yeah.
kind of have like a vision, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't, but I also don't want to like impede on other people's visions. So
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of like a little bit of both worlds.
I've got a few YouTube videos bookmarked that are people that design and make minis that I could shoot over to you if you haven't done any research yet.
Sure.
How
Cool.
about all those new Necrons coming? I just finished my Warriors get fiddle and then they announced the Warriors. I just did a
Collectors,
standard
yes.
Warriors, but I love how my Warriors turned out, but now there's new models, so I was kind of like, ooh. Oh yeah, is the mini for collectors or hobbyists? A very good question. I think that's what she's asking, right? That's kind of the
It's like for D&D people when they have a campaign or a map or whatever, if they are including any of our characters in it, to have something that they can put on the map, or yeah, even just a little, I don't know, figurine you have next to your
Dude.
yearbook on the shelf. I don't know, really. I'm just kind of like looking into it.
Pete's Face just asked what I think is my favorite question we've gotten all night. When is the Apex D&D campaign setting coming out? Because you know you could create, they do like spin-off worlds for Dungeons and Dragons, like there's a Magic the Gathering one for Ravnica, etc., etc. A Apex universe campaign setting for D&D would be nuts. But yeah, if your idea for the minis would be D&D, then I would say unpainted for sure.
Okay.
Unpainted is also just kind of cool points. It'd be cool.
For you to be able to paint it.
Yeah, or I don't know. I don't know.
No, I'm kidding.
To
I'm
not
kidding.
just-
I'm just
To
bugging
not
you.
just
I'm
sit on
bugging.
a shelf, you know, to have some like,
Yeah, some interactivity.
yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I'm kind of working on maybe like an adventure guide or something along those lines.
All right.
That could like come with The miniatures? I don't know.
We need maps.
We're still really just
throw in a map.
still kind of. Yes. Oh yeah. No, absolutely.
People love. I love a map. I collect video game and fantasy maps. Maps are so cool.
Okay.
But I'm a world. Once again, I'm a world building nerd like that. I love that stuff. You gave all your players an adventure based on Apex. Apex makes a great D&D campaign. Been DMing one for almost a year. Look at this. People are already doing it.
Yeah. No, that's why I was kind of inspired by that. People message me all the time saying like, "Hey, do you have any cool tidbits that I can throw into my D&D campaign?" So I was just like, "Fuck! If people are doing this, maybe I should, play along, do something really cool for you guys."
They have a new game coming out, Chubby Viking. Just don't put out a 10,000 against one series. I don't want to have to paint 10,001 minis. Batch painting like crazy. I'm a level.
I could just have like one figurine, and it's your choice if you want to buy 10,000 of them. Would you? The completionist
or maybe they
make you buy 10,000.
Maybe if you want to buy bulk, you have to buy 10,000.
Yeah, right. I will buy 10,000 and sell them to you.
Adventure guide and minis sound awesome. Yeah, it sounds super great. I would love that. And Chubby Viking, I never got to play Gloomhaven. They have a new game coming out, I think. A new tabletop game that I would love to check out too. All right. Is there anything else you want to talk to us about with the record? I think we might wind down.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
It's dinner time.
Yeah. Just keep an eye out, I guess. We're gonna keep announcing shit on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and we're gonna do, I think, probably a Twitch Q&A at some point here on the band channel. So
let's just unleash the archers, yeah?
Yeah.
Is there a mod? Meaty Noodles, can you do a shout out for the Unleash the Archers channel? When will we hear the first single? So get fiddle. The first video and single will be released within the month. She said 2 weeks-ish, so I would go 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Would be my guess there.
And then you all should follow us on Bands in Town.
Oh yeah.
It's a great app.
You guys get recommended to me. I don't even have to follow. I think it's because I went to because I got Halloween tickets on Bands in Town, and now it's like,
oh,
it was like Unleash the Archers is coming, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
It's just nice because Bands in Town, you can choose to get like an actual email notification about the stuff that we do, as opposed to, because I just find that when we post it on Facebook and Instagram, which are, susceptible to these horrible algorithms that only serves your content to a certain number of people unless you pay for it.
Right.
So whereas Bands in Town, if you hit the notification, option, you get an email, and you're gonna know when we're coming to your town. And I'm not gonna get a message from you on Facebook the next day saying, "Come to Chicago," and I'll be like, "We were there last night." So I just think I'm like really trying to push people towards Bands in Town, because it's just right now it seems to be like the best platform for actually finding out when a band is coming to play. So, yeah.
Have you guys heard if there will be more earbooks available? There are currently more earbooks available on the Napalm website. You can still get them. They're just sold out on the indie merch site, because that site is run by Britt, and so Britt's trying to get more for that site, but you can order them from the Napalm site. Did I get that right? Yes.
Can we call them anything other than earbooks? Yes.
That would be amazing. Literally anything else. What's your first question? What's your first suggestion, Necro Goblet Darkness?
No, I do not own indie PO, but I'm the one like that handles inventory and stuff. I have a little dashboard that they have given me access to, but they are a merch company out of Ohio, so I don't have any of the stuff here. I can do things. Butt books.
Butt books.
Someone had a typo and called it a war book, and I was like, no, that doesn't make sense.
Butt flower books.
Butt books. Could just be like art book.
Hey, Pete's
art
face.
book?
Can you drop a link to the earbook on Napalm's site? Because I know people were having trouble finding it, i.e. me. I couldn't find it. But I think a lot of people want to scoop it, so.
Toe books, foot books, nose books, hair book, butt book. That's obviously the best one. I just love all these options.
Who are some of your other favorite bands on Napalm? Is that
Powerwolf?
putting you on the spot question?
No, I like Glory Hammer.
Yeah.
I like Camelot. I
Yeah.
like. I don't know. There's so many damn bands on that label now. Seriously, I feel
We've
like every
been
5
on
seconds.
Napalm for 12 years. It used to be just 3 or 4 bands. Now there's like 3 billion.
I'm serious. I am that old lady.
Did
I
you?
feel like we got signed, whatever, 6 years ago.
Oh, you got the bundle. Got it, Pete's face. Yeah, I could find the bundle, but I couldn't find the yearbook itself. War Kings just released a pretty fun music video.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. The guy's wearing a really short skirt.
There's like a King Leonidas demon man, and there's like a
You want a cool
there's like a vampire.
all that Roman shit or whatever. Listen to XDU's album.
Oh yeah.
What's it called? Oh no, I can't remember. It's the one with like the elephant on the front cover. So
The one
good.
with the elephant on the front cover.
XDU. Yeah.
Oh.
What's it called? You got it?
No.
What are you doing over there? Okay.
Nothing important apparently. Just talking to some weird band from Canada.
Losers. XDO.
I typoed. I can't find it.
It is called The Immortal Wars.
Oh.
So fucking good.
Do you have any friends that are live right now? Maybe we could raid into.
Ooh. Chain Brain.
Oh, Chain's up. Yeah, we're gonna go
Yep.
see Chain Brain.
Let's do it.
All right, y'all.
I like
Thank you
it.
so much for being here tonight and hanging out with Brittney and I while we talked about Abyss. It comes out in August 20th, right?
21st.
August 21st. You guys will be hearing the new single and music video within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So watch out for that. I'm GlamShatterksull. We're here 5 days a week, hanging out, playing video games, listening to metal, power, death, doom, Gandalf wave, all of it. Hanging out and talking about music and video games and nerd stuff. We also do Warhammer and that kind of business as well. So hope you'll keep coming back to the channel. Brittney
Subscribe.
Brittney also has a channel on Twitch, which is Brittney Slays UTA, one word, I believe. Or is it underscore UTA?
Slays UTA.
Brittney Slays UTA. So make sure you give her a follow as well. And let me queue up this raid. We'll go see Chainbrain.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Chainbrain is a rocksmith streamer. He's an awesome dude and a good friend of the channel. If you don't know what rocksmith is, it's essentially Guitar Hero, but you really play the instruments. So it's not like button pushing. It's actually playing the guitar. Raid Chainbrain will slot this up. All right, cool. I take this weekend off. I'll be back on Monday, like I said, for Warhammer and chat. So come on through. We usually also listen to the previous week's metal releases on Monday and do a little chat about those records while we'll paint some Warhammer miniatures and hang out. And maybe Britt will be in the chat, like she is sometimes. All right, everybody, take it
I'll be
easy.
there.
Have a great night. Peace out and thank you, Britt, for once again being on the stream. Bye bye.
Thanks for having me.